That sounds cute, and I don't know why. I guess because it's just little Georgie going to a football game, but...
Yeah, it was like, we would just go over to Yankee Stadium and watch the game. So it was like, well, there's a game going on. Let's just go over there. We're back with the first episode in the Song of Ice and Fire. I think it's A Song of Ice and Fire, but The Song of Ice and Fire sounds better. With Season 1 of Game of Thrones, Winter is Coming, is the name of this episode. Yes. It debuted... It did.
I know.
It's weird that we're doing we have to start Game of Thrones in the fall because winter is coming.
That's true. It feels good. Yeah.
These shows always came out in the spring and summer. This episode aired on April 17th, 2011. Yeah, this was always a spring and summer show. It's very strange.
That's because they're in the middle of summer.
It is the summer when this show begins.
That's right.
True. That's true. This episode was directed by Tim Van Patten, and it was written by David Benioff and D.B. Weiss. One of the things to point out here, for the people that hate Benioff and Weiss now, is that their writing in this season is very solid. There are a lot of things that happen that are not in the books or need to be expanded in the books, and they still give you a lot of information about the characters without having to have exposition. Mm-hmm. They do have exposition a lot, but the first two episodes don't have a lot of exposition. You have to infer a lot of stuff based on the character interactions with each other in this particular one.
But things that happen in this episode are things that are
they come back 7 seasons later.
The entire story.
Yes, I noticed that too.
Yes.
That's either great plotting by George Martin, because he has it in the dialogue.
Yeah.
And or great plotting by the showrunners, directors, writers of the show, if they know where they're taking it.
Right.
Ultimately, George Martin gave Benioff and Weiss the outline for what was going to happen. Mm-hmm. Like, that they're working off of Cliff's Notes versions, like season 6 to the end. But they still know what was going to happen. Now, did they need George's help to fill in the detail? Probably.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what we ultimately ended up finding out. When there's a plot and structure in place and words that Martin has given internally, they do a pretty good job. So let's get right into it. This is The Winter is Coming, the first episode of Game of Thrones. One blanket statement to make about the production design and everything is it is top-notch when it comes to the show. Everything
crazy.
Looks real. Everything looks practical.
Yes.
The costumes are great. Mm-hmm. All of that stuff works. The people that made the show in that case all deserve a lot of kudos. I watched a little bit of the behind-the-scenes stuff, Rachel, and they taught, like, the people are talking about, like, all the research that they did. They researched nomadic tribes, and they had to research this, and they had to research that. They had to figure out all that stuff.
Absolutely. Because it dives into so many different little pieces.
Yeah.
You want to make sure it feels real. Otherwise, it's just going to feel... It's not going to work.
It goes back to that discussion that you and I had when we went to see the Marvel exhibit where they had all the costumes for the MCU.
Oh, it was so exciting. The details.
We saw the detail.
Oh my God.
That goes into these costumes.
I was just flabbergasted by the amount of tiny details.
And it's like you don't see that on screen, or half the time it's CGI. Like, what's the difference?
But what if it's not there? You can tell.
You would be able to tell. You'd be able to tell. It's the fact that your brain can see something that doesn't look real.
Ugh.
So they have to make it look real. Because even if it's on screen for only a split second, the old, what's his name? Mr. Plinkett. You might not have noticed it, but your brain did. Like, it's that with all this stuff.
It really is.
It starts off at the wall. These guys in fur, in the snow, are waiting for this gate to open, and it slowly does, and they go down a dark tunnel. It takes one scene for me to be happy that I bought the 4K. That is how much... Because it's like, all right, this looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic. And even the little details of, like, the guys going down this hall, there's one guy that's clearly more noble birth, because he's, like, younger, but he has, like, more shit than the other two. Like, the one guy looks like a little rat boy. There's,
the
like,
one
this
looks
old
like
man.
He's got that arrogant face, is I think what you're even saying. That
yeah, Waver
I
Royce,
sit higher.
I think is his name. Mm-hmm. Yeah, And then there's like these other two guys, and one of them's like old, and one of them I just kept calling him Rat Boy.
Yeah, he's a little ratty.
He looks like a little rat.
He's a little ratty. He may have been a rat. Maybe that's why he's at the wall.
Probably.
Yeah.
They trot down the tunnel as ominous music plays, and then a much larger gate opens, and you see this like icy mountain, which
just
turns out to be the wall.
Mm-hmm.
We get our first look of the wall, and just how vast all of this like winter forest is, and everything that comes with beyond the wall, what you see beyond the wall.
Absolutely.
They split up, and we continue going, and they're trotting through the woods in the forest. We hear one of the familiar themes. This one is that, I want to say it's like a flute, maybe that like, it's definitely like the White Walker theme.
Ah, okay.
All the music in this done by Ramin Djawadi, who does a great job with the different themes that you hear throughout Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. Rat Guy gets off of his horse and walks slowly toward what looks like a smoke fire.
Yes.
There's like a camp.
Mm-hmm.
And he
now,
crawls on
they are in all black, by the way, in the snow.
Yeah, this is... All right, let's start there. Let's start right there. You're not exactly inconspicuous when you're in the north.
Sure.
There's snow everywhere.
During
like at
the
night,
day,
maybe.
During the day. These guys are technically invisible at night because of they're supposed to hide in the shadows. They are of the wall. That is kind of the whole idea, I believe, with wearing black. But yeah, complete contrast
It's
with
like a
the
ninja.
Snow. Complete contrast.
He's not hiding from anybody because he's like crawling on this white sheet of snow, and he's wearing the big black cloak. What did the wildlings call them? Crows.
Yes, they're crows. Mm-hmm.
And taking the black is what it's called when you go to Beyond the Wall.
Right.
All the little idioms and shit that they have in this world. It all was coming back to me as we watched it.
Oh, absolutely.
So he's crawling on his belly. It looks like human remains.
Yes.
And then you see that there's like heads on pikes everywhere, and there's like
torsos.
All these dead bodies. Yeah.
Everything looks kind of frozen, like it's been there for a little bit.
And then you see that they're in this pattern, making some sort of symbol on the ground. A girl's body is on a tree.
Like nailed
and
to
then he
a
runs
tree.
Back to try to, yeah, like nailed to the tree. And then he runs back to try to find the others. This symbol, Rachel, I don't think... I'm not saying that you have to, because why would anybody ever find out what this symbol is? Unless they did more stuff with the Children of the Forest, or it was in the tomes in Old Town.
Yeah.
But I don't think you ever figure out what this symbol is. But can you describe what the symbol is?
So the symbol...
They made it with all the bodies.
Right. It's kind of like it's making almost like a circle shape. I don't know if it's supposed to be more diamond-like, but it looks kind of like a circle. There's 4 heads in like 4 corner areas. And then there's a line that goes through all the way down and kind of hooks down and
almost like a peace symbol.
It almost looks like a peace symbol. Yeah, almost, because the peace symbol would have had that like full triangle in the middle, but it's an odd symbol. Do we know anything about these?
I don't know if you ever learn about what they are. I think that you just know that it's something that the White Walkers do, is make that symbol. But I don't know if you ever find out why.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like the spirals and everything that I don't know. I just don't get it. I guess it's just like it's symbolic of who made it. Maybe that's what it is supposed to be. It's just supposed to be of them.
Yeah, there's something there. I just don't know what it is. Folks at home, let us know if it's ever been explained what that symbol is. I don't even know if it's in the books, and I've read the books, but I haven't gotten to the point where they stumble along a lot of that kind of thing yet, so maybe I just don't know. He goes back and he tells them that, like, okay, all of the wildlings are dead, and they've been dismembered and everything like that. And the first line that you hear in Game of Thrones is Royce going, "What do you expect, the savages?" Which is an interesting first line for the entire show, I think. Well, because you could make the argument that it's talking about everybody, that they're talking about humans.
Yes.
Versus talking about,
Right.
Like,
it could have been
he's
anybody.
talking about wildlings.
We don't know who they're talking about, but it could have been any
yeah.
group of people in this.
So Royce, I said, looks kind of like a dinged down Matt Damon.
Yes! Thank you. Thank you. I said the exact same thing. I was waiting for it.
But they might as well have gotten Matt Damon to cameo.
Let's go.
They could have gotten Matt Damon to cameo
They
if they really wanted to.
truly could have. Honestly, if they wanted, like, if they, and there's silly, like, little stage productions in the show, the very meta stage productions in the show, they could have
like
had Matt Damon do it.
Yeah.
It would have been really dumb.
They did do that in Thor Ragnarok.
Yes, well,
but they
this
could have
guy
also
looks
done that in
identical
this.
to him, okay?
He does.
So...
He does. There's some sort of Bourne Identity joke to be made there, but I haven't figured it out yet.
Just insert here.
The old man is like, we were told to track them, we tracked them. Or no, Royce says, like, we were told to track them, and they're not going to trouble us anymore because they're all dead or whatever,
Right.
so we're going to head back. And the old man is, like, mad about this all, because he's like, you know, we have to find them, like, that's what our job was.
Like, we're supposed to see them and find them, yeah.
Rat Boy is like, I'm going to get the hell out of here, like, I'm not going to follow, and he's like, you're going to get back on your horse, or you're going to be a deserter, and they'll behead you for it.
Right.
This guy, Royce, loves the fact that he's got, like, a little bit of power, I think.
Yes, absolutely. Power
yeah,
corrupts.
because he's, like, higher ranked.
Mm-hmm. The theme. You're
And
gonna
they
see
continue
it a lot.
on their path. The bodies are all missing when they get back, though. They go back to that spot so that they can see them or, like, collect them or something to bring back to the wall, maybe?
Guess proof or something, yeah.
Yeah. But all the bodies are gone. The smoke is still sprouting, though, so it has some proof that there were people there. They've got their swords out. They're walking around. It's very, like I said, kind of an ominous feel where, like, you think something could happen. You're not quite sure what's going on yet.
Right.
Rat Boy walks more dejected to try to find some signals that people were there. I think his name is Will, but I like Rat Boy.
And at this point, there isn't music, so it feels even more
The
ominous
glass,
because you have, like,
that's
the
what the noise
silence
is.
of
Yeah, there's silence.
of the snow, like what it would feel like being in the woods
just
in the
crunching
snow.
in the snow.
Mhm.
Yeah. But at some
The
point,
whistles.
the noise comes back. I figured out what it
wind.
is, Rachel. It sounds like you're circling a glass
Yeah.
with your finger. That's what the noise is.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because of dragon glass or what, but that's what the noise sounds like.
Ice.
Ice. Fine.
Glass
yes.
and ice
Okay.
and-
Ice. Fine.
Well,
whatever.
I'm just saying, like, the wind and glass and ice and the way that it all...
Yes.
Yeah.
The old man finds something on the ground. It's like like a little, like, toy or something. So
Yeah, it's
like,
like
there's like
ripped
some
pieces
proof that...
of something. Mm-hmm.
And then White Walkers pop out from behind them. You don't know what they are yet, but they are White Walkers, and they kill one of them.
Yeah. They have blue eyes, and they keep them into shadows. Like,
Yes.
bright. When I say blue eyes, it's
At
not like,
least
oh, they have
first.
blue eyes. It's like, no, they have, like, glowing blue eyes.
Ice eyes, yeah. The horses run away, and Rat Boy sees a figure that turns around, like, from afar, and it's the girl that was on the tree, but her eyes are blue, so she's become zombified. This is where you're like, right, they're zombies.
They're
we just keep
zombies.
getting zombies in Volume 7.
What
These
is
guys,
this
these are zombies.
Love it.
This is very similar to the opening of Walking Dead.
Yes.
Do you remember the opening of Walking Dead?
do
Right?
remember
it's
the
the same thing
opening.
with a little
I
girl.
liked
There's
that
like a little.
opening.
The girl looks a lot like the girl in this.
It kind
too,
of does,
with Walking Dead.
actually.
Like she's like a little blonde girl wearing like a dress or something like that. So it looks very similar, except this is like a little redhead or something.
I mean, I guess you could say even in Dawn of the Dead with that little girl, too. And then there's a lot of little girls
Dawn
turning
of the
into
Dead, that
zombies
happens,
and things.
You got to zombify a girl.
think
well,
even
because
there's
of,
one in
of
28 Days
Night of the Living
Later.
Dead.
There's a lot of those.
Because it's
so
like,
creepy.
oh no, they got the little
It's
girl,
innocence.
you know?
Innocence
Yeah.
lost.
That's right.
The death of innocence. I'm sorry, go on.
The White Walkers chase Rat Boy and Old Man down. They cut Old Man's head off. And then the White Walker throws the head at Rat Boy.
Yes. It's very,
And
it's
it's like,
very
yeah, that's right.
Violent.
I did it. Yes, you get the idea of the violence, the zombies, and you see the White Walker more in total, in frame.
Yes.
You get an idea of what he looks like. Which, in the book, they don't call them White Walkers. They call them the Others most of the time.
Sure. I think
They're
it's
called the Others.
Right. I think in the story, is it not in the stories even? Are they still the Others in the actual, like, lore stories that they have? The
I think they call them White Walkers, like that's like the formal thing, but most of the
But they're
time,
like, no.
colloquially, they refer to them as the
others. Because I don't think they want to believe that this mythical creature from the stories is real.
No, they don't think that they are real.
Right.
I think that a lot of the people at this point think that the
They're just
wall was
pretending.
built just to keep the wildlings out.
Absolutely. Yeah. They're just like, no,
it
it's
has
just to keep...
nothing. It's people that didn't want to kneel to the king.
Right.
That's the only reason that the wall was built in, like, a lot of these people's heads, but...
There's something
the
more.
idea of, like, magic is gone from this world is part of season 1 for sure.
Na 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 na. I'm sorry. Go on.
Yeah, no, it fades to black, and then the theme and the opening credits. And the opening credits, Rachel...
I love the opening credits. They're great.
It may be the greatest...
I wouldn't skip
Are
them.
these the greatest opening credits of all time?
Probably. Probably.
I mean, this is up there with the couch gag on The Simpsons, right?
I think it's
gotta
better.
be. Is it better than Seinfeld stand up?
I think it's better.
I want that. I want the Seinfeld with the Game of Thrones stuff happening. The Roseanne circle when they're all playing poker and eating Chinese food, better than that one?
The Sopranos, apparently. We have the X-Files.
Okay. Yeah, those are both
Dexter. Simpsons,
I'll give Dexter.
Mad Men, Twilight Zone,
good. Sure.
Stranger Things, Friends.
Stranger Things has a good theme. I don't know if it has good opening credits.
Sure. Westworld, Severance,
Severance is
Fresh Prince
pretty
of Bel-Air.
Okay, that's good. I'll give him that. You know what I
keep
think?
going because it's giving me a lot.
The top 2 of all time: Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Game of Thrones.
He also ends on a throne because he's a prince.
He does, and Uncle Phil is like Robert Baratheon in a lot of ways.
We figured it out.
in that they're both built the same way.
Oh my god. Yes, he likes to what is it? Drink. There's 3 things.
Drink, eat, and whore his way.
Drink,
through the
eat, and
7
whore his
kingdoms.
ways. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He also likes to
Yeah.
drink, eat, and whore his way through Bel-Air. So
I drink, eat, and whore my way through Bel-Air. Will. I've done 2 of the 3. I'll let you decide which ones.
no.
All right, so it is. It's up there if it's not the top
I
opening
mean, it
credits
shows
of all
it's
time.
the top, but I mean, I agree. I think it is.
What is the opening credits for the people that have never seen Game of Thrones, Rachel? I mean, it's iconic. People should know what it is. I mean, even fucking Marvel in 2015 when
Yeah.
they did Secret War mimicked the opening credits of Game of Thrones by making Battleworld, and like I have the card where it was like, here is all of the Battleworld areas, and they made it look like Westeros. Like, you're gonna go to all of these, like, little cities and shit.
Yeah.
It's so good because it's like an overhead shot of the map, and it's like, I think you're almost going through that thing from Old Town where, like, the magnifying glass thing. I don't know what that's called.
The big circle sphere thing in the sky?
Yeah.
I was just looking it up because I was trying to figure out what it was called, and it's called the Astroblade. Wait.
Okay.
Astrolabe.
Astrolabe. Okay.
Astrolabe or Astrolab, I think that's how you say it. And
Sure.
armillary sphere, so it's like where a bunch of little circles and spheres are twisting around each other. It goes through that into the map of Westeros
Yes.
that is being built up. Like, it's kind of like becoming 3D.
It's like a 3D map, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And-
it goes to each city that you're going to see in that episode.
Because it changes,
Yes.
which is awesome. It's like a war map, if you want to think of it that way. It's like their war room map, almost, but 3D.
And then when it does the ring thing, when it like shows you your millisphere or whatever you said, it's got the legends and the prophecies
Yes.
all on them as well.
It's written on
It's
there.
got the 3-headed dragon and all that kind of stuff. The comet and all that kind of stuff is on it too. Really good. Really,
it's
really
fantastic. It's one that I wouldn't skip. A lot of the times it's like, oh, I'm watching a show, and just skip their opening credits, get to the show. This one, let it play.
Just let it play. We get back after the opening credits, and it fades to a field with horse riders coming toward it. They have a few banners, and they're tracking down Rat Boy, who ends up being surrounded by a bunch of
Men on horses.
people on horseback. You assume that they're military because they have the banners. It is not in any way, shape, or form like the snow, though. This
No.
is more like a green field
Yes.
that you're in, though.
It still looks cool, like chilly. I guess because of the lighting and like
It's chillier.
the armor
Yeah.
looks like, but
Yeah,
it's not
it
as
probably
like
never gets like warm up.
I would
in
have.
Winterfell,
I would
would be
assume.
my guess.
Right. You're not wearing shorts and a t-shirt. That's not happening. You're not going to go
I bet
sunbathe.
in the peak of summer, you can probably get away with like wearing a puffy shirt, maybe some of those like underoos pants.
Oh yeah,
you could,
fair.
You can
yeah,
maybe.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Just a little leather.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You wear a little bit of leather. You go over to the whorehouse.
Oh Jesus.
Whatever. It seems to
No
me the only
brothel.
entertainment that these people have. They have one song and whores, Rachel, and that's
one
it.
song. The
We have
bards
two
come
at
up with
least.
many.
The bards are hacks.
The bards
They-
are who pretty much made everybody's song, especially if you're going to come up with like that Lannister song that always gets stuck in my head. Then that is a
great
bard
song.
song. Or the
You
Bear
got
and the
that,
Maiden Fair.
the
Again,
Bear
another
and the Maiden Fair.
bard song. All right, let's go.
Those are two.
Yeah, but we
I
don't
want
know
more
them. It
songs.
doesn't mean that there's more.
This 2-song fucking world here. Get more songs.
There's more
Westeros.
songs. He even asks if he wants them to sing his like this other songs anyways.
Yeah, and they're like, no, just do the classics, thank you. We get a notification of what location we're in, probably because it's the first episode, so they want to make sure that you identify the castle with the location.
Yeah.
So it tells you that we're in Winterfell, or we're at Winterfell. Mm-hmm. Winterfell is built, Rachel, would you say, like a traditional, like, northern
Castle
UK castle?
where
Yeah.
they have like the wall around it, or like what is that? What would that be called? The parapet around it, and they have the towers
There's a
and all
moat,
of that.
The towers. There's some towers that are more cylinder or cylindrical than I would have
Yes.
thought,
Yeah,
as opposed to like rectangular.
right.
But yeah, it's got that traditional look to it. And then they have the weirwood as well, where all of their it's like the religions that you find out about in Game of Thrones are like the seven, which
it's
is like
typically
the newer
the
religion.
seven, and then there's the old gods and the new.
And then the old gods, which is like the northern gods, which is like what the Starks would worship. Mm-hmm. Bran is being taught by Jon and Robb how to shoot an arrow.
Yes, they're doing archery.
This scene, not in the books, by the way, Rachel. This whole introduction of the Starks.
Okay.
When you
I don't remember it. It's been a
realize
while
that-
since I read the first book.
Yeah, no, I mean, when you realize that, when you like think about that, this scene becomes extremely economical and very good at introducing you to all of the characters,
really
what they
does.
do,
Mm-hmm.
how they interact with each other, what their main
Their
personalities
role
are. Yeah, what their
in
roles
the family.
are.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good in establishing that for not being in the book. Bran is not doing well. He's very bad at archery. Arya and Sansa are doing needlepoint.
Yes.
And Sansa is doing very good at it. Arya hates needlepoint.
Yeah, you can tell hers don't look that great. They're kind of jagged, and she's
Yeah.
just like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be here. Yeah. Ned and Kat are watching like from like a balcony. They're watching the archer, them doing it, and then Ned is like, "Well, which one of you was a marksman when you were 10?"
Right.
So we learned that Bran is 10.
Now, all the
It should let
ages
you-
are going to be wrong from the books.
100%.
They're all younger in the books than they are in the show.
Because they didn't want you to be able to see a 13-year-old Danny getting
Correct.
slapping thighs with Drago.
Yeah, you didn't
So they
want
aged them up.
You didn't want her. Yeah. Let's just yeah.
She's already looks like a child bride. They didn't need to make it a child bride.
She's not
put
too
it
much
that
of a
way.
child bride in this.
No, because she's 17 or 18 is
Right.
the idea.
Yeah.
So I
And
think
she
in the
was
books
12
it's
or
been
13,
14 years.
I thought.
She's 13, I think.
I think it was like
at the
12 or
start.
13. Yeah. She's like tiny, like baby.
I thought that the rebellion was 14 years ago in the books, and in this it's 17. Like everyone's just like 3 years older than I think that they were, because like Rob and John are like 17, I think they say, and they're the same age as Danny.
Right.
But yeah, like Rickon is not 4. I think he's
Right.
like 7.
Yeah, he's a lot
Like,
older.
Some of them don't make sense. Like if you gave this to an audience today and you were like, here's the 6-year-old running around doing shit with the fucking arrow, you'd be like, I don't think that makes a lot of sense. Let's make him 10. Let's age him up a little bit.
Sure.
You kind of have to. Oh, we're marrying off the 12-year-old. Let's make her 14. Let's age her up slightly. Bran goes to shoot again, but this time an arrow comes from like behind, and it hits the bullseye, and it turns out that it was Arya who snuck out and shot it, and then Bran chases Arya down
because she showed her up, and
she
shows him up like, haha, I could do it.
Yeah, she like bows and stuff like I'm the one that should be doing this. I'm the knight, really.
Yeah. And like the dad and the mom are actually kind of like laughing. So you have Ned and Kat actually like laughing, and Ned was being super supportive because he's just like, no, just keep practicing, you'll be fine. Like, just keep going, you got this.
Yeah, it tells you everything that you need to know about every single member of the Stark family.
Completely. Yeah.
Sansa is inside. She's doing her job. She wants to be a proper lady. Arya is...
Oh, God, Sansa. Season 1 Sansa.
Arya is a little independent.
She's a little shit, is what she is.
Wants to
She wants to be able to do whatever she wants to do.
Yeah.
And she's just... Because she
doesn't
want...
like the constraints of this world.
Right. She's a little tomboy.
Yes. Bran wants to be like his big brothers. Mm-hmm. You even see... Jon and Robb, right? Because like Robb is like clearly like the leader he's the Leonardo of the group.
You feel like he's the older. Yeah.
And Jon is the supportive one. Mm-hmm. He's the one that supports every single one of them. He's the one telling Bran what to do, not Robb.
Right.
It's Jon teaching him. And then you get Ed and Kat who don't mind the fact that Arya made the shot. Or don't mind that Bran is bad. Like you said, Rachel, they're supportive.
Right, we're supportive. We know our roles. We're going to make you go through your roles, but we're going to let you kind of be yourself as well in this family, which is what it feels like.
And then the guy with the crazy beard.
Oh my God, the man with his tied beard.
Sir Roderick, I believe, God, Rachel.
Sir Roderick with your damn beard. It's not even a beard. It's I can't put a beard down the middle, so let me just tie my mutton chops together. Like, what is this? I can't grow a beard,
so I'm just toying me mutton chops. That'll suffice. Now that's a look.
Oh.
Folks at home, if you can pull this look off, Lord help you. I don't even know how this is possible. Like, this would take decades, it feels like, to be able to grow out your mutton chops to tie.
You'd have to tie
underneath
them.
your chin.
Like, you'd have to tie them so you have a beard. Is it just to keep
beautiful.
His chin warm? Like, is he literally doing it to keep
Rachel just did that with her hair.
My hair's long enough. My hair's long enough, so I was able to tie it.
I can't make myself a beard, so I made myself a chin warmer, I did.
A little twine around it to keep it there.
I think you should go as Sir Roderick for Halloween, Rachel.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I had to grow out my beard for 5 years because I'm going as Sir Roderick for Halloween. Finally got my mutton chops long enough.
Oh no.
Tells Kat and Ed that a deserter was caught, and Ned does not look too pleased by this because what we end up learning is that he has to behead.
He always looks like he's like, oh, I hate having to do these things.
It kind of does because he's
leave
like
me
he
alone
knows
with
the
my
laws,
family.
He's just like he knows it. He's like, the law's the law. I have to behead this guy. I don't really want to, but that's what I have to do. I am the Warden of the North. Mm-hmm. He says that he's going to bring Bran with, and Kat is not happy with this, and she's like,
he's too young.
He's just a boy. He doesn't need to see that kind of thing. And
here it comes.
Ned gets to say it.
He won't be a boy forever. And winter is coming.
The first... it's
catchphrase.
It's the family's phrase. The family's phrase.
The family's, yes, catchphrase. And winter is coming. And he walks off. I like the idea of having a family catchphrase, Rachel, which I guess for us is... Cross it off the list. It has shelf life at this point.
Add it to the list. But cross it off the list.
Cross it off the list. You know our family motto.
Is it on the shelf?
Cross it off the list. It's on the shelf. Or Rachel, what is up for contention of the shelf today? Which doesn't sound as good as cross it off the list. It's on the shelf. I think that's got to definitely be more of our family motto at this point.
Cross it off the list. Is it on the shelf? It's the question. You have to question these things. Should we describe any of them? So we have, like, I want to say, like, Kat is at least like a fiery redhead. Like, she's got red hair, long. Like, it's red.
Do you think
brunette.
it's red? I thought it was brown.
I thought it was had like some red tinges to it, but maybe it is just more brunette. I always felt like she looked too old.
Yeah.
For the role,
her and because Sean Bean is playing Ed, and then
She's good for it. I hate the character, but she's great. Michelle Fairley.
Yeah, so they have Michelle Fairley playing
Yeah.
Kat, and they have Sean Bean playing Ed.
Which for
Ned
the first
Stark.
time when I first saw it, I went, oh, Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings.
Boromir.
Boromir.
It's Boromir.
Hey.
Playing like an alternate universe Boromir, sort of.
True. Well, kinda, yeah. Yeah. Kinda, yeah.
But you're right, Kat and Ned
Which I
come
think
off as
she's great, but I just
older.
Yeah.
But especially like I have a couple of the comic books which they look a lot younger in because they
Right.
probably were. Like I think in the books
That's
they're like
true.
in their mid to late 30s.
Yeah, you're right.
Which would make sense for this world because they have like 6 kids.
Right.
And like it makes sense that they would be younger. But again, for an audience and to get it's like how in Harry Potter,
Yeah.
Harry's parents are 21, and it's like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. So it's like, no, you're not going to, that's not what they're going to look like. So, like, you just age them to, like, their parents.
that makes
They're,
a lot
like,
more
middle-aged
sense.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
But she's the very devout, very motherly.
You even get, though, in this scene, before it cuts to the next part, her watching
Yes, her interaction
Jon.
with Jon. She does not like Jon Snow. She glares down at him. She is not a big fan of Jon Snow. And Jon kind of looks just sheepishly back up and as he's putting the arrows away.
Right.
Jon Snow, a short, curly hair, black hair, as
little scruffy.
Kat says, scruffy. As Kat says in the books, most of the kids look like Tarleys, except for Arya and Jon. They look like Starks.
Yes. It's true. It's true.
Yeah, the hair, I think, is the giveaway,
It's
right?
definitely
Because
the
Arya
hair.
and Jon have dark hair, and then the rest of them all have lighter hair. Except for Bran's got brown hair. He looks kind of like a Stark.
True,
Like Rob
that's
has
also
like
true.
is more like that strawberry blonde redhead look to him, and Sansa, of course, has this red hair.
And then the one that's always forgotten.
Oh, Rickon?
Yeah.
The little feral child. Yeah, nobody likes Rickon. Nobody cares about Rickon. Rickon's like 3 years old in the fucking book.
He's a baby.
Running around with his shaggy dog, the dog that like nobody trained because they were like, yeah, train this dog, 3-year-old. you figure it out. Ned, who is the patriarch of the family, has a strong sense of family honor, tradition, loyalty. He is supposed to be the good man in this world. He is the symbol of righteousness.
An honor.
That is an honor. That is the Westeros world. Not seen in any other corner of the world. And it's known that way, too, where it's like, this is the way of the Starks. They are stubborn. They are honorable. They believe in righteousness. They're almost self-righteous to a fault.
Yes.
Some would say. I've seen where a lot of people get annoyed by the fact that the Starks don't play the game because they're like, no, we have to be, upstanding and honorable and everything like that. That might be why I like them. Jon Snow in particular is that archetype. They're going to be head rat boy on top of a hill. So they've gone to the Justice Hill. He goes up to Ned and he says, like, I saw what I saw. They was White Walkers, they was. Mm-hmm. I know I deserted this place. I know it was wrong. I shouldn't have done that, but I couldn't go back there, not after what I saw. And,
Right.
like, just tell my family I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for deserting, but I was, like,
I had to get the hell out of
shocked
there.
by the White Walkers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go back to the wall and tell him what he saw.
No, well, I thought he did, didn't he? Or he just
he-
went.
he left.
He just went south.
Yeah.
So he just left.
He went
Yeah,
south.
okay. Ed takes out this enormous fucking sword.
This is a
this
great
thing
sword.
is gigantic. What's the name of this sword, Rachel?
His sword
I think it's ice.
is ice. Yes.
Okay. He does this verdict thing.
It's an
He-
ancestral
he sent-
Valyrian steel greatsword.
Damn right, Valyrian steel. Of course it is. It's this giant motherfucking thing. Like, I don't know how he swings it. You need to be like
That's a
7
great
feet
sword
tall
for
to
you.
swing
It's a
this sword.
two-handed sword. That's kind of the point. The other thing with it is, if you want to think about it this way, is that he wouldn't be able to use this sword with a shield. So it kind of shows his strength for using a
because he
great
needs to have
sword
the
that
two,
way.
the
Because it's
two
two-handed.
hands on it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in a way, Game of Thrones is just high-class version of Pirates of the Caribbean. Talking about sword fighting and stuff. When you really think about it. Jon tells Bran, don't look away. Father will know if you do. Jon is, emo. throughout the entire series.
Yes.
But he's so like, oh, what was me? I'm sad about everything. Which you understand why though,
because
he's brooding. Yeah, I'm so hot and brooding. In the next,
I'm just going to stare off into the.
In the
fog.
next episode, I don't have my shirt on, and I'm flexing my abs for all the ladies. He is when they're all getting shaved for the king's arrival.
Yeah.
Or in this episode later on, and it makes sense though because he's the black sheep. He's not really a Stark. He's a
bastard. Yeah.
And bastards get the last name. They don't get to take the last name of their parent, of their father, because they're bastards. So you end up with just the name of like the land where you come from. So like there's rivers and sand
and snow.
And this clean snap on the head. Oh,
oof!
Clean break.
At least it was clean. You know, you gotta give it to him.
Slurping sounds, the sound that it makes, that so he like cuts the head off.
Yeah, they
really get everything in this first batch. Ed goes to talk to Bran, and he asks him like, "You understand why I had to kill him, right? The man who passes the sentence should swing the sword."
That's the honorable
saying, like,
men of the North way. That is the people of the North. That is what they believe.
Yeah, we have to uphold the law. It's all about the law versus like family and stuff like that. I have read somewhere. Well, we'll get into that later.
Okay.
Bran's like, well, the White Walkers, like, is he the? Or he might even call them the others. Was he telling the truth? Like, did he really see the others? Did he really see the White Walkers? And Ed is like, the White Walkers have been gone for 1,000 years. But what did he see? And Ed just says, a madman sees what he wants to see.
Part of me is kind of like, I can't tell him no because I'm pretty sure he did. Like, like, come on.
I think he can't tell him no because I think part of Ned Stark believes that the White Walkers are out there, but he doesn't want Bran to think that, and there's no sign that'll ever become an issue. So it's like,
I don't know. That is I still think that is like a part of the winter is coming. I think that's a part of something he's afraid of.
Winter is coming is the White Walkers.
Is something he's afraid of being a part of that. It's not just the weather. It's not just the cold. It's not just the dark. It's
impending.
It's a possible
doom. It's this idea that there is something out there that can destroy humanity. Nowadays, it's a very clear allegory for climate change.
Yes.
The White Walkers. Like that it's an impending thing where we're dealing with all our petty human bullshit, and there's just this slow crawl of death that will destroy humanity that we're not paying attention to. That's what the White Walkers are. And you could probably say it's a million other things, too.
Absolutely.
But, like, that's the clearest allegory that... I don't know if it's explicit or not, but it's pretty damn overt when it's like the frozen zombies are going to come back to destroy humanity. Like, it's literally a climate change to forever
also
winter.
Also, very nature is taking back what it owns.
Did you find it strange to see them all this young and little? Like all the kids?
It does feel like, they're babies.
So damn young.
Look at these babies.
They look like babies. They're babies! Babies! Oh! On the way back to Winterfell, they find a dead stag. Its guts are hanging out. And they're like, what could have done it? Yeah, the tongue is hanging out. They're trying to figure out what could have killed it. And they look around for more clues, and they find a dead direwolf.
With an antler.
With antlers in it. Mm-hmm. Do you like your foreshadowing with your Game of Thrones, Rachel?
I love foreshadowing with my Game of Thrones. I love a little Game of Thrones with all my foreshadowing.
A stag and a direwolf
both
murdered
dead.
Each other. Mm-hmm. It would have been too on the nose if they found like a lion tooth or something that like was there.
There's just a mountain lion hanging out to the side.
Yeah. Well, even Theon, I think, asked, was it a mountain lion?
Yes.
And Ned is like, there's no mountain lions in these woods. So, like, it wasn't a mountain lion, but it was just that a stag and a wolf ended up killing each other.
Right.
Ending up getting each other killed, I think, is the way that it really should be phrased.
Yes.
And then there's little puppies, Rachel.
There's the babies, the direwolf
puppies.
pups. They're so cute. Frickin' Theon immediately being like, all right, I'll stab it, ass. I hate that man.
I don't think you figure out what Theon is until like at some point they call him Ned's ward, and then of course all the backstory there is that Theon, who Rachel has called Fish Face,
there's something about his face
since the show.
I don't know what it is, but it just makes me think fishy.
Skeevy. He looks like a fishy, skeevy Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. That's what Theon is.
Oh, I would have liked him if he was Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. He is like Shaggy's cousin that's just everybody doesn't like because he smells.
Well, Shaggy smells too, Rachel. Shaggy smells like weed.
Anyways.
They hand one of the puppies to Bran. They're like, there's
like
a dire wall
Scrappy-Doo
south of the...
of
Dad, there's no
Shaggy.
dire wall south of the wall. And then Ned is like, well, now there are 5. Here are all the puppies. Mm-hmm. And starts handing them out. They are ridiculously cute. Rachel,
my
these
God.
are
They're so sweet.
Inuit dogs. Mm-hmm. They're bred to look like wolves.
They're so
They're
sweet.
big-ass dogs. So they make perfect stand-ins for...
Dire wolves, which are
here.
massive, huge wolves. Like, they're as tall as you, wolves. That's what they're
Are
supposed to be.
dire wolves... They're not around anymore. Like, dire wolves are an extinct species, I'm pretty sure, of wolf.
Yes, I think they were trying to genetically breed them recently. But yes, I don't think that they exist anymore.
Well, a wolf in
nature.
itself, if you ever seen a wolf,
They're huge!
they're fucking enormous.
And they're gorgeous.
They'd eat you pretty damn easily.
They're
and a dire
also
wolf
pretty
is supposed to be
sweet.
bigger. Theon's going to kill them, as you said, because they're like, we can't let dire wolves be south of the wall. They'll destroy the ecosystem or whatever.
Well, they're just dangerous, yeah.
And Jon is like, wait, there are 5 puppies, one
House
for
sigil.
each child. They're
Each
your
Stark.
house sigil. They belong with your family.
Yes.
Ed being a softie,
He is. He's such
like-
a softie.
yeah, is like, all right, fine. And he tells Bran and Robb, you're going to train them, you're going to pick up their poop.
And if they
you're
die,
gonna
you dig
feed
their
them.
grave.
Yeah, and if they die, dig their grave. So he gives them the Beethoven speech.
Yeah. But they're
We're not
so
dog
cute.
people. We're goldfish people, or whatever he says
My
in Beethoven.
God.
We're not dog people. Now I want a montage of all the dire wolf puppies like getting into
Running amok.
hijinks in Winterfell.
A bit like 101 Dalmatians-esque, too, considering,
And
like...
then Ned being like, Shaggy dog! They showed in the background, they showed in the behind the scenes too. These were real puppies, Rachel.
Oh,
These
I could
aren't-
tell they
these
were real
aren't
puppies.
CGI, these
no,
aren't
these were
stuffed.
real.
They're
Well, the one
puppies.
Bran is holding is like cuddling and like, oh, you're wearing fur. This feels nice. Like he's so sweet. It's just adorable.
Rachel's gonna go get an Inuit
I might
puppy.
have
It's
to.
gonna be 300 pounds.
It's gonna be
and she's
wonderful.
be like, I don't know what to do.
I love it.
Well, I don't know if your current dog would have fun with it, but
he's not
our
huge
parents'
with
dog
fluffy
would love it.
dogs. Yeah.
Bran is like, what about you, Jon? And he's like, I'm not a Stark. I don't get one. But then there's Widow Ghost. He finds him underneath another tree.
Well,
He hears something.
I love that Ghost is all white. He's the runt, but he's
He's the runt
all white with red eyes.
with red eyes. Yeah, he's different than the rest of the Starks. Oh, I didn't even think about that,
Yep.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Okay. It took me a second.
Thank you. Well,
Thank
he
you.
He needed the white somewhere, right?
Yeah, I guess if you gave it purple eyes, it would have been a little too
A little
on the
too
nose,
obvious.
huh? Yeah.
Run to the litter. That one's yours, Snow.
But little Ghost just
Oh,
hiding because
little
he was the
Ghost.
runt.
Yo, baby.
I love in the books, Jon proclaims it a little more triumphantly when he finds Ghost. Because he's like, there's only 5 of them. And he's like, I'm not a Stark. And then he like hears something and he goes over and he picks up Ghost and he's like, this one's mine.
That's way cuter.
Yeah.
I like that a lot more.
Of course, Georgie, a huge fan of wolves, gives a lot of money to wolf conservation stuff and things like that. So he has a side when it comes to which family is his favorite in Game of Thrones. These guys are so cute too.
Oh god.
Even when they get a little bigger, when like Summer
oh my god,
is,
when
like,
they're in the
watching-
awkward phase for a second and then like they get even bigger. That awkward
Yeah.
phase is like
that
so
teenage direwolf phase, yeah, with
Their
with the
giant
ears sticking up, yeah, and kind of touching to watch Jon pick up Ghost too.
Oh.
King's Landing is the next scene.
Yes. Grandiose King's Landing here.
Yeah, Rachel, what's your thought about King's Landing and like the way that they show you King's Landing? This is way more of like this is Malta. This is like this grand like conglomeration of all of these different societies. Mm-hmm. It's like you're playing Humankind or
Yeah.
Civilization.
Yeah. And King's Landing, the actual like I guess they call it the capital of the Seven Kingdoms. Like, the actual building itself is, like, almost on, like, an island, kind of like a little...
The Red Keep.
Yeah, the Red Keep is. In almost the shape of, like, a staircase going up. So you're always looking up to the ruler, no matter where you're at. It's just kind of crazy huge.
Yeah, it's just this huge city.
It's nuts.
Within the Red Keep, there's a funeral going on, or at least some sort of ritual for a funeral. And they're doing these, like, dances around this body, which we end up learning is Jon Arryn, the Hand of the King. He's laying in state. I don't remember this scene at all.
You don't? Oh, I do.
From the pilot. I just don't remember it.
I remember it because I always remember the coins on the eyes. Or the pieces on the eyes.
Yeah, they put, like, the pieces
rocks
of wood
or
on
whatever.
the eyes.
Yeah.
Cersei, the queen, we learn later, is watching, and Jaime, her brother, approaches. And he warns her about, you worry too much. Lannisters don't act like fools, and we get some backstory about what these two are like. Jaime and Cersei, Rachel, you're...
Pretty, blonde, twins.
Very blonde. And twins.
But they're very pretty. When you think pretty boy, that's Jaime Lannister.
Seeing the Starks young is weird. Seeing the
clean...
Lannisters in full Lannister.
Yeah, like, these are full Lannister.
Yeah. Well, that's the interesting part about the arcs, especially for Jaime and Tyrion, is that as the story goes on, they get less blonde and less Lannister. Like, the hair... and everything is very Lannister, and then as the arc goes, that changes.
Right. Yes, and they're not as clean, and they're not as, like, proper anymore.
Clean cut.
But they all have, like, they're, like, long locks. Like, even Jaime has, like, longer hair, and it's, like, slicked, and she's got her long hair.
He's the knight in shining armor.
Yeah, he's Prince Charming. Like, literally, Prince Charming from Shrek looks like Jaime Lannister. Like I'll even say that because I always thought that.
Yeah.
Like, whatever
Nicholas
Shrek it is.
Castor-Waldau and Lena Headey playing these characters. Cersei is kind of sarcastic and stuff at this point, but she ends up, what you're learning about her is she's sadistic and narcissistic 100%. And very egotistical.
Absolutely.
She's a Lannister.
Yeah.
And then Jaime is a dick at this point. He has a sense of honor, but his sense of honor is to his family.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's where he draws the line right there.
Cersei says, what if Aaron told someone?
Yes.
Jaime's like, well, if he did, the king would have had us skewered already.
Right.
So you don't know what they're talking about. You don't know what that means, but, like, that's...
there's some tea. There. We got some tea going on here.
Cersei says that Jaime should be the hand of the king. And Jaime, with a good retort here, this is one of those, like, clever lines, because he says, the days are too long and the lives are too short. For the hand of the king. Mm-hmm. You don't know what the hand of the king is yet, but you end up learning that it's basically the head of staff that just does everything.
He does everything.
The king doesn't do anything.
The king is kind of just the face again.
Yeah,
the king has the last word, but the hand is pretty much the person that helps run the place. Because the king's not going to know what the hell he's doing.
The king shits and the hand cleans it up, I believe.
That is exactly what gets told later. Mm-hmm.
Back at Winterfell, a crow lands. By the way, those are real ravens, Rachel.
Love that.
If there are ravens. They use trained ravens, because it was the same, like, they were like, we trained the Inuit dogs, and then we trained ravens, because it's just as easy as training a dog.
Oh, they're so smart. They are so smart. You could absolutely train a raven and a crow. You can actually befriend them. You can, like, get them to bring you things. It's so fun to see how smart they are.
I don't like the trend. I understand it from, like, an animal abuse perspective, but there are animal thespians that should be getting work out there. And instead, we got these CGI animals. It's like having a fucking AI actor take a real actor's job.
Yeah.
There should be some union protection for these animal thespians out there.
Right.
That's all I'm asking for. You think the fucking dogs from Homeward Bound, you think that a CGI could do just as good a job as them? Fuck no.
No.
You need a real actor.
Yeah. It's true.
Anyway, Kat is walking in the Godswood. I assume some time has passed. Ned is clean, like, from the last time we saw Winterfell. It is always hard to tell
how much time has passed at certain points.
I kind of like that, though. Yeah, like, everything happens linearly, but you don't know how much time has passed.
Yeah, and it's...
From location to location,
yes. Really. You don't know when... Sometimes you're like, wait, is this happening in tandem, or did this happen after this part? And sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes it doesn't really matter.
as long as, like, the story flows, then you just know that it, like, happens.
Yes.
And you don't have to know how much time has passed. Ned is cleaning his blade under the god's wood. It auto-corrected to dogwood.
It's this crazy white tree with red leaves, by the way.
There's faces carved into the trees
Yes.
as well.
Do you think they're carved, or do you think that they, like, are magicked there? And it's like...
Well,
and it's like
that's
they
the
show
that's
up,
the
you know?
idea.
Yeah.
Is it a soul in the tree? And
That's right, yeah.
Kat gives Ed the news about John Aaron being dead. She knows that it was like she's a father to Ed. So they sit in silence for a little bit. Ned's like, well, what about your sister and the boy? She's like, oh, they're fine. Mm-hmm. No exposition on like, oh, well, you know, your sister who was married to John Aaron. It's just natural dialogue of like, what about your sister? You can learn these things later on. I think it's why a lot of people that when they first watch Game of Thrones get confused by how many characters there are, because there isn't a lot of holding your hand.
Right. You kind of have to
But
pay attention.
You've got to
understand how everything
or like
is
you figure it out
connected.
the next time you watch it again. Yeah. And she goes, the Raven brought some more news. The king rides to Winterfell.
With the queen.
And yes,
They're
with
all
the queen
coming.
and with everybody else. They're all fucking coming. Ah, for God's sakes.
That is
'Cause, like,
literally
it's
how
like-
they both act. Like, oh, God, the relatives
It's
are
one
coming.
thing if it's like it's one thing if Robert was just coming, but they're
Yeah.
all fucking coming. Like,
And he's like, that's too much. Like, if it was
Yeah,
just
like-
Rob, but he can't be just Robert because he's a goddamned king.
yeah, like normally he would just come up here. We'd go have a nice hunting weekend. We'd go. He would go to the whorehouse for a few days. He'd probably come back. It's fine. Maybe he'd bring the imp.
He's like Bender.
You know, Robert is like Bender.
He's like Bender. You gotta do that laugh he does every time.
I really like Robert Baratheon. I don't care what anybody says.
He's great.
He's my king. Hashtag my king for Robert Baratheon. I'll kneel before him before I kneel before any of these other pukes that end up on the throne. That's for goddamn sure. I want a party animal king, Rachel.
Oh, God.
One that's taking our kingdom down into the depths of nothing but debt because of all of the parties that he throws and the tournaments and shit. Ned says, well, if he's coming all the way to Winterfell, then he can only be coming for one thing. And they know what that is. They don't explicitly say what it is, but they're what it ends up being is that they know he's going to ask Ned to replace Jon as the Hand of the King.
Right.
Because Kat just says, you could always say no. And it's like, well, he's the king. Like,
Right.
I'm going to say no. The next scene is Kat and Maester Lewin, maesters, who are like your advisors of all the lords. Like a professor. Like, they're the ones that have all the education. They're the ones that learned.
Yes.
They learned everything
Yeah,
in this
like
world.
they're the
monks, almost.
right. They're the brains of the operation, the skilled person, I guess you could call them. I don't know. What would you call them?
I think of them as the knowledge, the education. That's why I'm saying, like, they're almost like the professors.
Yeah, professor.
Because, like, they all go to school, they all go to university, and then they, like, get assigned different
that's
areas
true.
in Westeros.
And they have to teach, and they have to assist, and just kind of be that knowledge base when they have questions. Well, this is what the past was like. They
and
advise.
stuff.
Yeah.
They're doctors, they do all of that kind of stuff. They talk about Lord Tyrion more so than anything, though, so this is where you learn about Tyrion. He needs candles in his chamber as he reads every night. And Master Lewin is like, well, I've heard that he drinks all night. So it's
Probably a little bit of
there's
A, a little kind
reputation.
of B, you know.
A little bit of
Has a
column A,
woman
little bit
there
of
with
column
him
B.
while he's reading to her and drinking. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I guess I can wait until Tyrion gets on the screen to talk about the voice that the audiobook does for Tyrion.
Go ahead, Rachel. Go ahead. Because this has been... You have had a problem with this forever.
Well, the problem is that I hear Tyrion from the actor who plays Tyrion, and then
Peter
you go...
Dinklage,
which
one
is
of the
Peter
greatest actors
Dinklage.
of all time.
He's phenomenal. And then you go and you listen to... Because I was like, okay, I wanted to listen to it instead of reading it at one point. And the guy gives him the Munchkin voice. And I just... Why? I don't know. Is it described? Is his voice described as that, as such? Because I know, like, his face is supposed to be more disfigured at some point.
He's supposed to be way more grotesque. In the book.
And he's supposed to be more awkward in his shaping as a dwarf.
He waddles.
And yes, absolutely. But they give him that voice, and I'm just like, that is just not my Tyrion. I just can't. It's just as bad as Squishy Peta.
Which we'll talk about later as well. But yes. For the medium of the television show, if it works better to have it be Peter Dinklage, who is like this very handsome Lannister-looking guy, just happens to be a dwarf.
Right.
And then with that voice, commands intelligence. And
That's
it's because
true.
it's Peter Dinklage, and it's because it's his portrayal of Tyrion, which works so well.
Absolutely.
But, like, it sounds smart coming out of him, especially because Peter Dinklage is American, so like he's putting on a British accent.
That's true.
So, you know, he's from like New Jersey or some shit.
Ooh, it just threw me off.
I can imagine that being like, what the?
It just threw me off. It just was not the voice I wanted.
There are some little people that end up with the higher pitched voice
of
because
course.
of how their vocal cords work. But there's plenty of examples of actors that are little people.
Yeah.
They don't sound like that.
No.
So clearly regular people that happen to be little people don't sound like that.
Sure.
So why do you have that as the voice? But you're right. Maybe they do describe it like that.
I'm
in
wondering
the
if they describe it as being higher pitched, and I just don't know.
Yeah.
I digress. We're not there. We're only 20 minutes in. We're already 3 hours into this recording.
Yeah, I know. Well, good luck to me. The boys are getting shaved.
This is the shirtless
They have to be
scene.
prettied up. This is where they're like, how come your mother's making us get all pretty for the king? It's a little bonding stuff
Yeah,
between
they're doing
Theon
teenage
and
guys talk,
Jon and
too, where they're
Robb.
just like, oh, the queen. I want to be pretty for her. It's like, all right, calm down. Yeah, they're making fun of Jon because he always likes his hair long.
Yeah, so
and
they're
curly.
like, cut his hair. He looks like a girl, or whatever they say about him. And then here comes the arrival of the king. The caravan is coming.
And we're seeing
Bran
it
is
from-
climbing on top of the castle because he's super good at climbing around, and he likes to climb to the top of Winterfell, which looks insane.
Parkour.
Yes, he's a parkour. I'm parkour stock. That's what I'm going to be known for, is parkour.
He likes being high up and seeing a bird's eye view of things.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Thank you, Rachel. No, I know what you're doing.
Yeah, I know.
I know what you're doing.
I'm sorry.
I gotcha. Yeah, we know. We got it. Did everybody get that? Good. The wolves are puppies, but they're a little older now. They're still super cute. Summer
so
is,
adorable.
I don't think any of the wolves are named in the first 2 episodes. Bran's wolf is named Summer.
Yes.
Is waiting for him. He climbs down. There happens to be the rocks where he's able to climb down pretty easily on the castle. Probably should put something up to stop him from doing that. Since,
well, she doesn't want him to, but it's one of those things where they all know he does.
It's such like a mom thing too, because she's like, "Stop climbing, promise me," and he's like, "I promise."
And she's like,
you
I know
you
when
always
you lie.
look at your feet before you lie, and then they just kind of like smile at each other.
She's like, as long as you're careful, like I just don't do it in front of me.
Yeah. You know, like as a kid does.
Yes.
And he runs off with Summer to tell everyone that the king is arriving.
We then see Arya pushing through a crowd. She's got a helmet
wearing
on.
a helmet.
Because of course she is.
Because she wants to see the king's arrival like the common man. She wants to see it as they arrive into Winterfell. Mm-hmm. We see Joffrey. We see the Hound.
Yes.
Arya finds it all very fascinating. She's loving it. And the rest of the family is waiting at the gates of Winterfell to greet the king. And they're like, where the hell is Arya? And then she, like, runs by, and Ned, like, grabs the helmet, like,
what are you doing?
Come on. And then, like, she gets in line, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that it shows, again, like, the interaction between them of, like, everyone knows that Arya's, you know, sort of, like, impish thing.
Yes.
But then she...
Well, because even
Gets
Maester
in line.
Luwin is smiling when she runs up. Like, he kind of was just like, there she is.
Arya, yeah. It's really a shame what happens to this family throughout the series. That's the point.
I know.
That's the point.
But
Remember,
I hate it.
George has always said the wolves are the resilient ones. They're the ones that survive the winter if they can be together and blah, 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 blah. That's,
Right.
John and Rob find her antics fun. John is standing behind the rest of the Starks.
Yes.
He's not standing in the same line as the rest of the Starks. And Sansa rolls her eyes at Arya's antics as well, if you notice that, Rachel.
Yes.
Rachel doesn't like Sansa too much.
Well, Sansa in the first couple seasons, you're just like, you want to shake her and just go, you're so stupid, you stupid young girl. Damn it.
You're so fucking stupid. Well, the thing, though, is that
like, you understand as a woman when you were a dumb teenager, and you're just like, stop being so fucking stupid.
She learns, but
the hard way. Anyways,
I was gonna make a joke.
No.
But she's fascinated with Knight's Tales in the book. In the book in particular, she's fascinated by like fairy tales and Knight's Tales.
Yes, she
and,
wants to be whisked away by a man on his white horse. Yes, she is.
A classic score as this comes in. Dun da 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 dun da 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 dun 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 da da dun 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 dun
dun dun dun.
Sansa immediely has eyes for Joffrey.
Oh yeah, she's given up. She's like already undressing him. She's just like, hey,
that must be the prince.
And he's actually given her eyes too at first.
Yes,
like
he does. He does. You don't learn about Joffrey until episode 2.
No, but he already
you
looks
don't
like
learn
a
anything
douche.
about him yet. He does, but that's because of everything
he's a
that you know
Lannister,
about
so he's
him.
a douche.
Rob disapproves. He does not like the look that he sees Sansa giving Rob.
No, that
Joffrey,
look
which
like
I don't
was
remember noticing, but yeah, he does not like it.
What are you doing? It's like, stop! You're doing sex eyes to it, like each other. That's gross.
Joff already looks smug to me. To your point, Rachel. Mm-hmm. The Hound opens up his mask, so we get to see
his mask is
Hound.
so cool, though. Like,
that mask is fucking awesome.
He's got a hound-shaped mask. Like when we call him the Hound, it's like a hound's head, is what it is. It's great.
Mm-hmm. In comes Robert. Not looking very kingly. He doesn't have a crown on. He doesn't have
He's got the long
a lot
cloak.
of assortments. Yeah, but like you'd think a king would have like jewels and rubies and all sorts of stuff. He's just got like the plain leather with like a cape and no crown. He just gets off his horse like, yeah, here I am, the big fucking slob, Robert Baratheon.
That's also true.
He looks more like a warrior.
Yeah.
They all kneel as Robert looks stern towards them. He dismounts.
Yeah,
He's
he just looks
very
so
fat
annoyed. He's very
from
fat.
all his eating and whoring. He stomps over to Ned. He does with his hand. He's like,
Get up.
Get up. Get up. He does like the little like up motion with his hand. Mm-hmm. And Ned goes, Your Grace, as is proper.
Yes.
Everyone's learned how to properly talk to a king because of Game of Thrones.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Now, in this world, though, Rachel, as is Dany's eventual goal, no kings. No kings.
True.
It's important.
That's true.
Ned just goes,
Not Ned.
You got fat.
Not Ned. Not Ned.
Hmm?
Not Ned. You said
Ned
Ned.
doesn't say that?
Not Ned.
Oh, oh, yes, you're right. Okay. Robert says to Ned, You've got fat. And then there's a pause, and then Ned just looks down at Robert's gut.
It gives him this, like, you're one to talk kind of look.
Yeah, and then the King Robert laugh that Rachel talked about, and then they hug each other because they're really friends. And Robert
laughs,
is also a big softie. Like he just wants to fight, but he also just loves having a good time.
Right.
And then they catch up for like it's been 9 years since they've seen each other.
And Ned is really the only other person he would let say that to him. And he wants to see if he still has the balls to say it to him. And you know that's what it is.
Yeah. It's like, you better not treat me like I'm not your brother, kind of, yeah. The queen comes out. Robert greets all the children. I wrote, he's a fun king.
He is kind of the fun king.
He's the fun king. He's like Rodney Dangerfield at the end of Caddyshack. You know, like, tonight we're all gonna get laid. Like he kind of declared that, and like all of Winterfell would have been like, huzzah!
Yeah, huzzah!
You know? Jaime takes the helmet off.
Does a hair flip. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, he flips his hair, and Arya's like, "That's Jaime Lannister. She's the Queen's brother.
Yeah.
And there's the Queen and everything." The
Thank
Queen
you,
is greeted by
narrator.
Ned.
We have the announcer, Arya, to let us know.
Yeah,
There's Jaime
that's their
Lannister.
exposition.
There's the
Yeah.
Queen. Where's the imp?
Where's the imp? Yeah, Arya doesn't give a shit about any of this. She's just like, "Where's the imp?"
I want to know. I'm wondering if she wants to know where he is. One, because he's weird and different.
100%.
And that's like her main reason. Because she also kind of feels weird and different.
Sure. Which makes me remember and think about the fact that Arya and Tyrion, I don't think ever talk to each other and in the entire
I don't
show.
think so. I don't think they do. It's kind of like how in Lord of the Rings, Legolas and Frodo never interact ever.
Yeah, it's just
It's
seems
weird.
wrong.
Yeah.
It's like a bar bet. If you were just like, Arya and Tyrion barely ever share a scene together, much less interact.
Right.
They never interact. And it makes you wonder, like, what was her fascination with the imp? Because she just keeps going, but where's the imp? Like, she's like, I don't give a fuck about any of this pomp and circumstance. Because she already saw it. So she's like, great, now they have to do all the formalities and crap, and I don't care about any of that. Where's the imp? Where's the half man? Where's the half man?
Maybe she like heard about him being kind of like the funny one and like a bit more
I hear he's the funny one.
or something. I don't know. She's a kid. Where's the weird one of the family? I want to see the weird one of your family.
No, that's what it is. That's what.
Yeah.
That's why I like it, because it's like this little. It's this girl being like, "Where's the weird stuff, though?
Yeah.
Like, where's the fun stuff?
Right.
I don't give a fuck about this blonde guy. Where's the little person that I can play and make fun of, and then learn that he's too witty for his own good."
Yes.
Robert wants to pay his respects. And the Queen Cersei is like, "Robert, we've been writing for a month. Can you wait to go to the crypts?" And he's like, "Nope, doing it now. Come on, Ned, take me down there." So they leave to do something.
In the crypts.
Pay his respects.
To someone.
Arya's still asking for the imp. Cersei hears her say it because she goes back
she's like,
over
where
to
is
Jaime.
our stupid brother? Like,
Yeah, and she's like, "Where the fuck is he, Annie? Where is he? Where is the little beast?" Robert and Ned go to the crypts, and they talk about Jon Arryn's death. They're just, like, reminiscing. It's like, two friends, like, catching back up and stuff. Robert says, "All I wanted to do was crack skulls and fuck girls."
He never had to teach you much, but me, you remember me at 16? All I wanted to do was crack skulls and fuck girls. He showed me what was what.
Aye.
Don't look at me like that. It's not his fault I didn't listen.
He formally tells Ned that he wants to make him Hand of the King. He needs him at King's Landing. Ned kneels.
it says
he's
he's
like-
not
and this is-
worthy for it. I think he was trying to say, like, no, but in a nice way. Like, no, I'm
Yeah,
not
he's trying to
worthy.
say,
Go
like,
pick someone
I shouldn't
else."
do this. One of my favorite lines from Robert, he says, "I want you to run my kingdom while I eat, drink, and whore my way to an early grave." So, there you go.
Yep.
I'm not trying to honor you. I'm trying to get you to run my kingdom while I eat, drink, and haul my way to an early grave.
Damn it, Ned, stand up. He's like, stop being so fucking formal. It's
Right.
me. Like, that's, yeah. You helped me win the Iron Throne. Now help me keep it. Is how Robert pitches it to him. And he even says, if your sister lived,
Which
we'd
is
have been
who
bound by
they're
blood.
here for. They're in the crypt
Yes,
for his
that's
sister.
why they're in the crypts. And he even says, we'll join our houses.
One day.
You have a daughter. I have a son. Well, let's just make
Let's
make
have
this
a
official.
wedding.
Yeah. We'll have a lot of fun, huh? Well, because, and this is where I think that whole, how terrible it would be to be in this world where, like, weddings and lineage is all that matters. And,
Right.
like, all these houses just keep their power by marrying each other's children off like this. Robert's point is, like, the Baratheons and the Starks should be the houses running things because
Sure.
we were the ones that overthrew the Targaryens. So,
And he was in love.
why don't we join our houses?
He was, like, truly in love with Alana. Alana? Alana Stark.
God, what is her fucking name?
Ned's sister.
One of them is named after her. I can't remember who. Robert was truly in love
Yes.
with her. Now, Rachel, I gotta say, like Severus Snape, Alan Rickman, for him.
Always.
When Sean Bean got the job, he was given the truth about everything that was Game of Thrones. So he could play it.
Sure.
So he could play it. When you know the entire story, he does a hell of a job.
Oh, he does such a good
doing
job of somebody who knows the truth, but is trying to just hide it his entire life.
From his wife, from his
Everyone.
son, from his best friend.
Yeah. His
Everything.
family, his everything. Mm-hmm.
Robert was in love with Ned's sister and wanted to marry her, and like then she.
Now, I
would
don't
have
know
been
if he was
queen,
like
obviously.
betrothed to her the same way, and that's why she didn't, but he did. Like, was it actually love, or was it just one of those like another lust for beautiful woman and more power?
I'd have to go back and remember what the story is, and I always thought that they could have done that as a prequel, the story of Robert's Rebellion. Mm-hmm. From what I recall, they were betrothed.
Right.
The entire story, all of it, is just he loves her, but she loves that guy right here. It's just love stinks.
Yes.
It's those lyrics. He loves her, but she loves this guy.
Yeah. Right.
He loves somebody
We got a
else.
triangle.
That's all that this is. That's the entire plot. Because then the Martells come in.
Right.
Because the Martells were married to Danny's brother. Mm-hmm. And then that was taken out. So yeah. We'll get there.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot of lore with Game of Thrones, which is why this episode is 4 hours
And
long.
half the time I'm staring at lineages. I constantly will
Rachel
look.
has
I will.
family trees.
I will keep going. I need to look up the family tree again. Who was whom?
Rachel's favorite noise is next, folks. We hear a lady screeching.
Well, a lady moaning that's not a big deal. But the
she's
sound.
well, not the moan noise.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Tyrion.
I don't
is
wanna see the
drinking.
face.
It's our introduction of Tyrion. He's drinking and getting off at the same time.
That's right.
It's a perfect introduction to Tyrion.
It
though.
is, though. It is. If only he was like also spouting like poetry or something as well.
Or reading a book at the
Yes.
same time. Yeah. You might hear the sucking noises. We have to go back and verify.
So
if you do hear
disgusting,
them.
and yes, you do. All right, I'm telling you, I know, because it grosses me out every time.
He looks so different as a full Lannister.
I hate full Lannister Tyrion, because you know what? He deserves that squeaky voice.
He's taking a whore to bed, and our first tits.
The redhead who comes in a lot in this.
Yeah, I can't remember her name, but yeah, she's the head of the house of that brothel that's in Winterfell. Mm-hmm. I know it's known. It is known.
It is known. It is known.
Yeah.
Raz.
Yeah. Okay, Raz. Yeah, so hers, mark it down, folks. The first pair of boobs that you get to see in Game of Thrones
butt.
are Raz's boobs.
And her butt.
The redheaded pleasure from Winterfell.
Are we trying not to say whore?
Yeah, I felt like I was saying it too much, so I was trying to cut back. I was trying to be
Lady
nice.
of the Night. Just call her
that's
a
what they
Lady of the
call
Night.
them. Yeah, that sounds too formal.
The Lady of the Night.
Lady of the Night. Tyrion's trying to have some fun here by saying, like, oh, the queen's in town, and the queen's brothers, and the queen has two brothers, the pretty one and the ugly one. And he's like, no, the queen has two brothers, the pretty one and the clever one. Raz says, I hear they call him the imp. Tyrion goes, I hear he hates that
girl.
nickname. I hear he's a drunken little lecher. Yeah, so she's having fun with him
Of
because they're like,
course.
yeah, I know who you are.
Right.
They're like, yeah, we knew you were coming. We knew what kind of shit you like. We knew that we were ready for Tyrion
Right.
the imp to walk through the brothel.
Make sure we have some ladies ready for Tyrion. Who's ready for Tyrion? Come on, line up.
Who wants the imp? Who's on the imp service? We need 4 of you.
At least.
It's a gold shilling for whoever wants them last. Sloppy seconds from the imp.
Oh my god.
Look. You clicked on the fucking link, folks. You knew what you were getting into. It's Game of Thrones.
Wieners,
All right?
wieners.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm too blue on these shows, but then I remember that I'm doing it with my little sister, and I just want to make her feel uncomfortable, so I have to be.
And I just have to go. Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, hang on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I lost my spot.
Jamie comes in.
Jamie comes in. The queen is looking for you. And there's a feast at sundown with the Starks and everyone, like a big welcoming feast. And Jamie goes, "Don't leave me alone with these people." I like that the Starks and Lannisters are so different that like both sides say that at different times at this feast. They're both just like, I can't stand these fucking people.
Right.
They cannot like each other.
It's two families having to come together for Thanksgiving and not really wanting to be there, but feeling the need to do so out of, what is the word?
Oh, like a political obligation. Really.
Obligation.
Yeah.
That's the word. Obligation.
And
it's only because the king
Robert,
and Ned want to get together. That's literally the only reason.
Yeah. And Robert only married Cersei out of the
money.
need for money. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Tyrion is like, well, I have taste here, Jamie, and it's going to be a while. There's several different tastes here in the north. Jamie, because he loves Tyrion, is like, yes, well, we're short on time, so I'm
have all your tastes at once, and then
so
all the girls come in.
3 other girls come in, so he's like, just get it out of your fucking system so that you can make it to the fucking feast. Jamie truly does love his brother.
Yeah.
And Tyrion tells him to close the fucking door on his way out.
Jamie's white cape.
Because he's a Kingsguard.
It's just so, I don't know. Anyways,
he's a gold cloak.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
He's the head of the Kingsguard.
Yeah, I get it. It's just so.
That's the point.
I know.
That's the point, Rachel.
I know.
Because the usual symbol would be white and gold.
I want it to be covered in blood.
It
should be red. Like the Lannisters.
He is the Kingslayer.
That's right.
Robert pays his respects to Lyanna. I kept saying Lyanna. Did we find out what is her actual name?
No, I think it is Lyanna. Lyanna Stark.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think we're calling Aliana, and it's like, no, we're just mixing names. It's Lyanna.
Lyanna. Robert says that she shouldn't be in the crypts. She should be on a hill where the sky can be above her, and like all that.
She should be in the air, and the sky, and the grasses, and the trees are around her.
Because he's like she belongs with me. He's saying like she belongs with me. Says like in my dreams I kill her every night because he feels like he did this, like he's the reason that she's dead, which he's not wrong, technically speaking, I guess.
No,
he is wrong. Like when you end up finding out why
we know why, we know how and why she's dead, technically speaking, later, time later, but he thinks it's his own fault.
Robert thinks that, is it Aegon? What is Dany's brother's name?
Rhaegar?
Is it Rhaegar? Yeah, you're right, it is Rhaegar. He thinks that Rhaegar killed her. He thinks that the Targaryens kidnapped her. Mm-hmm. And the whole reason Robert did the rebellion was to get Lyanna back because he thought that Rhaegar had kidnapped her.
Yes.
And to kill Rhaegar. Now, on rewatch, Rachel.
Yes.
The facial expressions of Ned Stark.
Oh, it's great. And when he's like, no, she's where she belongs. She's my sister. And everything, too.
All of that stuff, the facial expressions when Robert's talking about how she belongs with me,
and he's constantly just kind of like,
yes,
look around, look everywhere, but the king's face, like
it's so good. It's so good knowing like what's to come, because if you're watching this for the first time or you're listening to us and you haven't watched it or anything, we don't think really anything of it. Like it's just it's Ned feeling awkward about his best friend
and his sister,
doing this like when his sister died 17 years ago or whatever. When you know the story, it's great acting by Sean Bean. It's great direction and writing,
right,
and sets up everything about the entire series.
Yes.
The clapback that Ned has for this, the response that Ned has for this to Robert is, the Targaryens are gone. And Robert says, not all of them. And that cuts to Pentos.
I mean, Ned may want everybody to be gone. Ned just wants everybody to think that the Targaryens are gone.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why that's his, like, response.
No, the Targaryens are gone.
The Targaryens aren't. Yeah, they're gone. They're not around. Cut to Pentos
And
on the other side of another continent
Across
here
the
on
narrow
on the other side of the
sea.
narrow sea. A young-looking Daenerys Targaryen
She's a
here, played by Emilia
baby.
Clarke.
Yeah.
Like even how old was Amelia when she's a baby?
She's like a baby. 38? 39?
She's 38?
86.
Yeah, she was born in 1986, so she'd have been like 25. She still looks so young.
Well,
I mean, they're dialing her down to make her look young.
Right.
Because she's supposed to look young.
right.
And as we've said, she's supposed to be even younger in the books, but we're not going to do that.
And like even
We don't need to do that.
No, we don't need to do that. No. But like they want her to look young and innocent because that is kind of always what the men want. They want them to be young and innocent and all of that good stuff. It gets gross here with her brother with the boob thing where he's just like, I need you to show your calves.
Yeah, you're a
Freaking
woman now, you need to
Targaryens
show
are
your curves.
disgusting. All right.
Yes, the Targaryens are extremely gross.
Are an
They are a
incestuous,
gross family.
disgusting family.
Yes.
It's so nasty.
Fucking dragon riders. So goddamn gross. These sister fuckers.
Ugh.
They're a disgusting,
It's gross.
disgusting family. I kept remembering, Rachel, I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure there's 3 instances of incest in the first episode. I think there's only 2. I don't remember what I kept thinking the third one was in my head, but there's 2, for sure. Viserys comes in, is her brother, who looks like her, except the boy version.
Yeah. He also
And
looks like he's
slightly older.
supposed to look just like Matt Smith too. Like that's why they did Matt Smith for the
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, the Targaryens all should look alike because they're so
that's
incestuous.
a direct. That's the direct line.
Oh, is it a direct line? I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it is a direct line.
I think that's why he has that name too, isn't it? Like
Viserys?
Yeah, because that's
I don't
her
remember
dad's
what
name.
Matt Smith's character
Viserys is her dad's name. It's from House of the Dragon.
Yes, it is.
So
Yes.
it is a line thing. I
Yeah.
don't know. They're all their names are the same. They're all the same. Because
Well,
it's so
Dany is
confusing.
different, I
Dany
think.
is the only
Rhaegar
one that's
is a
different.
name that goes on. Aegon is a million of them are named Aegon.
Everybody's egg. There's all million eggs in this family.
They have all white hair.
Yes.
That's their thing.
That's their thing is white hair and purple eyes.
And purple eyes, which none of them have purple eyes on the show.
No, they didn't do the purple eyes in the show.
Now, the thing about the Targaryens with the white hair and purple eyes, for anyone that's taken a class in biology and has done a pundit square, will know that specifically light-colored hair is a recessive gene.
Right.
So the only way that they can keep all this white hair
Is to keep the
Is
recessive
by-
with the recessive.
is by being incestuous
Yes.
and not mating with, say, a Martell or a Stark or somebody with dark colored or a Baratheon,
Baratheons.
someone with
Yeah.
dark colored hair.
Right.
I'm only bringing up hair color
Because it matters.
because of foreshadowing.
Remember that. Hair colors.
This place looks more exotic than the rest of what we were seeing in Winterfell.
Well, it
and
looks
even
way
King's
warmer
Landing.
here.
Way warmer, way more Mediterranean
Mm-hmm.
or African, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Viserys has brought her a fabric from our gracious host, Illyrio. Dany, smartly, is like, we've been guests here for over a year, and he hasn't asked for anything. Don't you
That
think
seems
that's kind of weird?
Yeah.
So I looked this up, Rachel, because I was like, I don't remember what Illyrio wants. Why does Illyrio want this? In particular, I was trying to figure out why he has the dragon eggs. He wants influence.
Of course.
So he's like, if I can get Viserys back on the throne, then he'll owe me something,
Right.
and then like I can be master of coin or whatever. So he's just looking for influence.
Absolutely.
He'd rather have a Targaryen on the throne, like
Than
too.
anything
Like
else.
that's just like his preference,
Right. Because that's the
So-
rightful king.
Yeah. So like that's his like shtick. He's like a merchant trader kind of guy. So he just traded for the dragon eggs and thought that it was like a good like status of power,
Right.
to like get more influence with them. Because I was like, did he know that they were gonna crack? And like, no, like, nothing. There's no indication that he knew what was going to happen. It was just a coincidence, and just like he just thought that it was like some
It's just of their
fancy
family.
gift.
Right.
Yeah. He tells her that she's slouching, and then Rachel's favorite part exposes
He takes
some
on
boobs,
you're a
some
woman
butts.
now. show it. And then he touches her boob, and it's so gross.
Yeah, it's really skeevy.
And he, like, kind of just, like, let me just, see, you have a boobie. You have to show your boobies. And I'm like, stop! Sir!
Yeah.
That is, she just looks like she completely just is out of body as he's doing
Turns
this.
it off. You understand, though, that he has abused her in pretty much every single way.
Absolutely.
Like, that's a given.
Well, you don't want to anger the dragon.
Yeah, but you kind of have to love how, like...
Oh, he's so good at
much of
being
a
hated.
dick this character
God.
is.
Yes.
Immediately, Danny is just used and fondled.
Yes.
And that's... but there's purpose
And
to
she's
that.
the second butt and boobs that we get.
Well, I enjoyed that, but that's just me. But
yes,
see Emilia
yeah,
Clarke's
she's
butt.
used.
Full Danny butt, Rachel. Just Daenerys ass.
Mm-hmm. She's got a
Right
good butt.
there.
It's a very good butt.
She's got a great butt. Mm-hmm. The thing about where I've read a lot of, like, or even, like, while the show was on and, like, stuff online about, like, how terrible this show is to women and all that kind of stuff. It's like, one, that was just, it's medieval times here.
Sure.
People were terrible to women.
Right.
Even more so than now.
But in order
the-
to show the power of the women, you have to show how shitty they were treated and how they
Yes,
can fight
thank
back.
you. Correct. That is part of Daenerys Targaryen's story. Is she starts off as she has no agency. Mm-hmm. She thinks that she is
This
a
is what
prop.
she's supposed to
she
be
is
here for.
used by the men around her
Right.
for her entire life until she is given
Drago.
some purpose and structure and Drago. So, like, the fact that she's fondled and kind of, like, molested here is part of the story. It's part of her growth. I know that it's gross.
Of course it's disgusting.
I'm when we get to the when Khal Drago is raping
rapes
her,
her.
it's like, this is disgusting and, like,
Absolutely.
extremely
It's-
sad. And it's like,
it hurts you.
I don't know what else. Like, could we find a different way to do it? It feels a little just like shock value, but at the same time, it's like, I guess it's realistic. I can't really, like, fault it for
Right.
being like what would have happened.
Like, we
to
couldn't
her,
just be
so-
like, yeah, it's not like he's going to be like, do you consent to having sexual intercourse with me on our wedding night? That's not
Well,
how
in
this
the,
works.
In the book, she does say yes.
Well, yes, yeah.
But she doesn't really want it. Like,
No,
she
of
still,
course
like,
she
kind of goes
doesn't.
out of body. But she
Right.
does say yes to it compared to this, which we'll get
But she
into.
also feels forced, and I'm wondering if that instead of showing her say yes on screen, it was easier to show her
Yes.
being.
You can't do the internal
upset
dialogue of
about
her
it.
being, like, conflicted by it.
Yes.
Yeah. Viserys tells her she needs to be perfect today, and don't wake the dragon. You don't want to drake you. And he's the
You
he's the
would
fucking
like me when I'm
sniveling
angry.
version of the fucking Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Yes. Except he's not really the Hulk.
And I was gonna say there's no Hulk there.
Danny slowly steps into the bath. It's supposed to be way too
It's
like
scalding hot. Yeah.
She doesn't care. Doesn't phase her. Danny has some magic in this version. In the books, she's not as magical.
Right.
I don't know if they've done this in House of the Dragon at all. Where, like, are any of them impervious to heat? Yeah.
I mean, I remember them saying something about you can't burn a dragon, and they tend to say that a lot.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know if any of them were killed by dragon fire, like the Targaryens themselves.
I guess that's a good question. Yeah. Later in a courtyard, Viserys and Ilario, their host, who also has a funny beard, and
Well, his is
Danny
just
are
braided.
all waiting.
And pigtails on his beard.
Yeah, he's got pigtails in his beard.
Yeah.
Danny wearing a dress that
Like sheer.
has no imagination. There's nothing left of the imagination
That's
on
correct.
this one.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's see-through. The dress is see-through.
Yes. It's sheer, like I said.
The Dothraki come up, Rachel. The horse lords
They're
and
late
warriors,
as
like
well.
Mongols. Mm-hmm. Your thoughts on the Dothraki?
They're strong and powerful.
They're nomads.
Yes.
They're kind of savage, more so than a lot of the others.
They live off the land more because of how they're nomadic. Absolutely.
Yeah. Khal Drago comes up, and he looks at Danny. We learn about the braids. Viserys tells Danny, like, Dothraki culture, you have to cut your braid if you ever lose a fight.
Right.
And Drago's, like, goes down,
goes
like,
to his
below
ass. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, he's never lost a fight. He's a killer, and you will be his queen, he says. He's a savage, but a fine killer, and you'll be his queen. Danny comes forward and stares at the imposing Khal, and he looks her up and down, and then just trots off on his horse. And Viserys is like, what was that? What was that? Because they, like, all leave.
Right. They thought, like, oh, he didn't like her.
Yeah, Viserys is like, did he like her or not? And Ilario goes, if he didn't, we would know. Which I don't know what that means. But I assume he
Maybe he
would
would
have
like spit.
killed her.
I feel like
figured
he would have
spit.
done more. I'm thinking spit.
He would have spit. He'd have
like
made
at
the
them
horse
or
poop.
something.
Yeah,
like look
I
at
think he
them
would-
like,
yeah.
like what the
Yeah,
hell?
like,
You
get
wasted my
outta
time.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't waste my time with this. I demand a hotter child bride. Folks, do not isolate that audio. Thank you very much. Lario's giving Viserys all this bullshit about, like, the people do secret toasts in your name. They cry out for their true king.
Right.
Viserys is mad because he's like, do you not... I understand how I'm supposed to talk to him. Like, don't like, I'm a king. I am going to give him a queen. He's going to give me an army. So that's the trade-off that he's hoping for with Khal. And Dany from behind just goes, I don't want to be his queen.
I want to go home.
I think Emilia Clarke is doing a more childish voice in these first few episodes,
Well,
for
I
sure.
mean, she probably is still kind of childish, too, though.
She's 25. So, I mean, maybe, but...
I can't believe she's...
But I think that she's playing it up a bit.
Well, no, I'm not saying that Emilia Clarke has a child's voice. I'm
you're
saying she's
Dany.
doing the
Yeah.
voice for Dany because she is still childish at this point.
Yeah. And Viserys walks up, and I thought he was going to slap her.
I
But
wouldn't
he
be
just
surprised.
goes-
He probably does.
I thought he was going to slap her, or I thought he was going to, like, fondle her.
Or, like, to have her hand it or throw it or something.
Like forcibly, like, grab her.
I think he
I feel like he
grabs
does
her
that.
and, like, squeezes hard or something, maybe? Yeah.
I don't remember if he does that in the show or the book, but, like, I can, like,
I
remember,
think in
like,
the
that
book
being a
he
thing.
does. I want to say in the book he grabs her breast and, like, squeezes
Yeah,
so
and,
hard
like,
that
gives her
she...
titty twisters
and thought it was
stuff.
gonna
Yeah.
hurt. Yeah, like bruises her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he constantly, like sexually abuses
molests
her.
He's so cruel, and she seems so meek here compared to, like, what happens
Mm-hmm.
to them. It's, like, funny.
I would let his whole tribe fuck you. All 40,000 men and their horses too, if that's what it took.
Sansa's getting her hair done. What if Joffrey doesn't like
If he
me?
doesn't like me.
What if he thinks I'm ugly? I love Kat rolling her eyes at all of this.
Because we all are.
It is like a thing like a daughter would be doing to her mom at that age.
Mm-hmm.
Sansa being like, I just want to be a queen, mommy. Please let me be queen. I just
It's
want
all
to
I
be
ever
queen.
wanted.
It's all I ever wanted.
It's just the way she's just so naive, and I hate it. It just drives me nuts because it's just like, damn it, stop being so naive. But I know that's the whole character.
But that's
I
part of her arc.
understand. But it's still upsetting.
Sansa, though, is very annoying, as you would expect.
She drives me nuts.
One thing that Rachel and my dad always loves is when the royal family is in the news, in particular the royal children, because they'll always go like, Mommy!
Mommy!
Buy me that building, Mommy! That's kind of what it sounds like with Arya.
Mommy!
Or with Sansa here.
I just want it so bad. She might as well be the girl from Willy Wonka, who's
Yeah,
just like,
she's got a
I
little bit of that in
want
there. She's a little bit of her,
everything.
so.
Like, she's just a little brat, a little Veruca.
Yeah.
That's the word.
The Tully traits. I mean, she does have those qualities, like I said, where she is thoughtful and proper, and she...
Oh, absolutely.
Because of how she was raised, like, she wants all of that stuff, but she has an idealistic, romanticized version of what all of that means.
It is so romanticized in her head. Absolutely.
Robert is charming. He's got the crown on at dinner. He's whoring it up.
Yeah,
of
he's
course.
like making out with all of these like women.
Bunch of bar wenches.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the fucking king. I mean, come on. He's the king.
You gotta
He's the
give
king.
the king a little kiss. Like, that's what I feel
Yeah.
like he's doing. And like
We
Cersei's just watching.
We practice prima nocta in this kingdom. And Cersei just has to watch on in
Yes.
humiliation
Yeah.
from afar. Mm-hmm. And you can tell she cannot stand it
Oh my
anymore.
God. She hates it.
Has had to put up with this for 17 years now. I truly think that Cersei did love Robert.
Oh, she did.
Cersei, because they always talk about how hot Robert was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
He was this like Adonis of a warrior. He looked like a knight.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, they say, like, that's what Renly looks like. He looked like Renly. Mm-hmm. He's just doesn't give a shit because he has no battles to fight. So
Right. Everybody fights his battles too. So it's like,
and she found out that she loved a Stark, and she's like, why would you love that northern trash, that northern white trash?
Pretty
'Cause
much.
they're like the hillbillies up there. John isn't allowed in.
no, he doesn't get to
They
be at
thought
the party.
that it wouldn't be proper for John to be in the feast, so he's just training. And Uncle Benjen shows up. It's
Uncle
Ned's brother.
Benjen. Yeah.
Uncle Benjen.
That's just how
Yeah,
I
the
see
fun uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fun
he's a
Uncle
uncle.
Benjen who works at the wall.
Hey, he just works at the wall. He shows up every once in a while. He brings us toys. He plays games with us. He's our fun uncle. And Benjen says, very much like Jamie, I didn't want to leave you alone with the Lannisters.
Right.
Is what Benjen says. Lady Stark didn't want him there to embarrass the king. And of course, having John not there is a good idea. And I thought that Ned went through with it because he just doesn't want John anywhere
He's
near
like, yeah.
Robert.
Yeah. You go over there. That's right. I must listen to my wife. John, stay over there.
Turn around, John. Turn around. He doesn't need to see your eyes. Don't look at the king. Don't even look at him.
That's true.
Keep your head down.
because of
Don't even look at him.
Leon's eyes. I didn't even think about it. Oh my god. You have your mother's eyes.
Yeah, we don't go that far. We're not fucking Harry Pottering it up. John wants to join Benjen on the wall. He thinks, like, that's my place. I have no place here. I'm not supposed to be here. Lady Stark hates me here. I want to join you.
Right.
Like, you're my uncle. Why can't I come? Benjen is like, you don't understand what you'd be giving up. You can't have kids. You can't have a wife. You have to just live at the wall the rest of your life. Which makes me kind of wonder, why is Benjen there? I think it's, like, an honor for the Starks. So, like, Benjen's like, well, I'm the little brother. I'm not going to get anything.
Maybe.
So he's it felt
It's
like
that?
he was telling John, I had this same thought 20 years ago.
Yeah, don't do it.
I probably would tell you not to do it.
I'm wondering if it is like the honorable thing, or if it's because there always has to be
It's
a
like
Stark.
joining the army.
I'm also wondering
Yeah.
though if there always has to be a Stark at the wall,
I don't think that there always has to be, but I think that the Starks feel that way. That,
especially
like,
since they have those
a Stark
stories.
needs to be there.
Like the
Yeah,
stories and all
we're
of that.
protecting.
Yeah.
John says he doesn't care about all that, and Benjen's like, well, you might if you knew what that meant. I like that line, too. He tells John, we'll talk about it later. People are always telling John that.
I know. Oh my god.
That's just
Just
like the
say what
refrain.
you need to now. Get it, just say it.
Tyrion was outside. He heard the entire conversation. And Tyrion and John meet. I really like the relationship between Tyrion and John. I think that it works because you have the cripples and bastards and broken things.
Absolutely.
And it works with the two of them here.
Yeah.
Very much so because Tyrion teaches John. Tyrion's like a mentor to him. He says that he always wanted to see the wall. And John's like, you're the queen's brother. And Tyrion goes, my greatest accomplishment. Because that's what everyone thinks of him.
Right.
But to get back at him, because I love all the clapbacks that happen in this episode, he goes, and you're Ned Stark's bastard. And John walks away because he's all pissed off. And he goes, I did not mean to offend you.
He did say sorry. He does apologize for it.
Yeah. Ned
Kind of have
is your
to own it
father.
up. You're like, that's what you are.
Let me give you some advice, bastard. Never forget what you are. The rest of the world will not. Wear it like armor, and it can never be used to hurt you.
What the hell do you know about being a bastard?
All dwarves are bastards in their father's eyes.
Tyrion is like, all dwarves are bastards in their father's eyes.
Yeah.
Like, his whole point is like, what do you mean? What
Yeah,
do
what the
I know
hell?
about it? I'm a fucking dwarf. Like, of course people treat me like garbage.
Yeah.
Like,
And
course.
he's kind of a lucky one though, because he was born into a rich family.
into a rich family. Yeah.
Yep.
He's like, if I wasn't born into a rich family, I would have been thrown to the fucking wolves. Like,
Right.
I wouldn't even be alive. There's more revelry at the feast. Benjen goes up to Ned. Ned does not like feasts. You can tell he doesn't want to be there.
He's a bit of an introvert, he just doesn't like parties. Not a party
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, no. Ned Stark is not
He
a
wants to go
party
read
guy.
by the
That's for damn
fire,
sure.
screw his wife, have a nice warm time there. He doesn't need to be at a party.
No. There is no parties for Ned Stark. He has his one friend. He had his one friend his entire life.
Yes.
And that was it.
He has this huge thing he can't tell anybody, so he never wants to interact with anyone because of it.
He tells Benjen that the rat boy saw the White Walkers. Benjen thinks winter is coming. They laugh, and then Rob walks over and says hi to Benjen, so that they interrupt that story. Kat is trying to make awkward conversation with Cersei.
Yes.
They have nothing to talk about because they have absolutely nothing in common.
Well, yeah.
She's just like, so, was a lot of traffic on the Kingsroad, or did you guys make pretty good time, or...
First time in the north. Yes, lovely country. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
She's
great.
like, I fucking hate it here.
Did you see the neck on the way in? The towers there?
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Did you stop at that restaurant that
No.
Robert... No?
No. Well, he did
You just
make a
wanted to get right
stop,
here.
but I just stayed in the car.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to clench your mouth every time she talks. She just-
Cersei. We're stopping to get some.
And she just keeps her mouth, like, the way Cersei
Lena
talks
Headey.
with
Yes,
her mouth.
yes.
And it's just
Like she's
clenched,
always
'cause
pissed
she's
off
just
at
so
something. Yes,
fucking
she's clenching her jaw.
pissed.
Yeah. Sansa greets Cersei. She says that she's 13, still growing.
Little
Have you
dove.
bled yet?
Have you
hello,
bled yet?
good
And they
beef.
all like go like, "Ooh," horrified. And she's like, no. Huh. Did you
Folks
make your
at home.
dress? It's beautiful. You have to make me one.
Well,
she's
I
just
mean,
like,
she's trying
you're
to
marrying
she's
my
trying to
son.
butter her
Are you
up.
going to have a baby? Like,
Yeah, yeah. She's trying to butter her up because I also think that Cersei's not thrilled. Cersei's not thrilled with any of the kids leaving the nest.
no,
period.
nobody is good enough for her children.
No,
Period.
absolutely not. She turns to
Cat.
Kat and is like, "I hear we share a grandchild, and a beauty should not be hidden here."
Yeah.
Which is like,
Wow,
fuck
way
you.
to think, call me. What are you trying to say, Cersei?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. You know, there's a point to be had there.
Of course.
I'm going to throw this out there for any folks at home that might interact with other families at this big feast where they have like a common in-law or whatever. Probably don't be asking the preteen or teenage girls there if they've had their periods yet. I'm just going to throw that out there.
It does make for awkward conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, look, nobody should be embarrassed about their period, but I don't want to be asked about it.
Oi! You bleed yet? That's kind of the conversation that was had. Like, well, then I guess Joffin gonna be sticking anything in you yet, is he? Like, that was the whole point.
Yep.
Joff eyes her up again, though.
Well, because I don't think that they're supposed to technically get married until she bleeds, too.
Correct. They can't get
So-
married until that.
Right. So they have to wait until she is for them to actually get married. So she's like, are you bleeding yet? Because this is going to happen, like,
Yeah,
right now, or do I
cue
have to wait?
Cue that scene where she does get her
Yeah.
period and, like, freaks the fuck out,
Yeah.
and they're, like, trying to hide it.
Yeah.
Which would be even worse, because it's like, now you had your period,
Oh, my
but now
God.
you know what that means.
Yep.
And it's like,
Ooh.
Jamie stops Ned from walking, has this little, like, dick measuring contest with Ned.
I hate him. You're supposed to. Go on.
I mean, I like it because it's like there's this like competitive
Putty boy.
spirit here. Jamie like kind of wants to like try his hand at Ned Stark like a little bit. Like,
Oh,
can I
yeah.
take Ned Stark? You know,
Right.
that's the idea.
And Ned Stark's point is like, yeah, you pick and choose yours. I wouldn't choose me.
Oh, really?
I
Like,
think that's
kind
what
of
he's saying. Because he's like, you're picking and choosing who you fight. That's why you always win. If you choose me, you're probably going to lose. I feel like that's a
Interesting.
part of that.
All right, I like it. Arya's flicking some food at Sansa. All the boys think it's funny. I love Kat's little like head nod to Rob, like get her out of here.
Yeah, like and then Rob
love
just
it.
looks like, because he was laughing at it, and then
Yeah.
goes, great, I have to take her to bed.
Yeah. It's all a little cute. There's a little cute interaction.
I know, I do like it. I do like it.
That night, Ned and Kat are in bed.
In the
discussing-
book, they're like always screwing each other and always naked.
Ned and Kat.
I remember
yeah, I think
this
they
in
are
the
naked
book,
in the bedroom.
that
yeah,
when-
because Master Lewin
Because
walks in
Master
and they're,
Lewin
like,
comes
both
in and she
naked.
gets up
Yeah.
and she's just naked and taking the letter,
Yeah.
and he's just like,
That's right.
all right. But I made note of that. I'm like, they are always screwing. No wonder they have so many kids. They're always screwing and naked. Like,
Well, there's not a lot of birth control in Westeros to begin
They
with.
have the drink.
But certainly in the north.
Sure.
Like, all you're getting is maybe some deer
It's cold.
skin or
You
something.
gotta stay warm somehow.
Goddamn right. Winter is coming, if you know what I mean.
Ew! Anyways.
That was gross.
Yeah.
That was the nastiest joke I've ever said on this show.
I don't think it is.
Master Lewin comes in,
Meister.
says that Meister.
It's not master. It's Meister.
I know. I thought you were doing a bit
Oh, I'm sorry.
from
Meister.
later on when what's his name when Samwell is like tries to correct the girl.
You think you're being funny?
That's from
Sorry.
Harry Potter.
I know.
Think you're being funny, do you?
All right, go on.
So Master Lewin comes in and says that there was a rider in the night and that he brought a letter, but there's a note with a stamp on it from the Eyrie.
Right.
It's from Kat's sister,
Yes.
who is Lady of the Eyrie. And she reads the note and then burns it in the fire. And she tells Ned that she fled the capital and that Jon Arryn was murdered
Done.
by
Done.
Jerry Seinfeld
Done.
by the Lannisters.
Yes.
Ned doesn't believe it, and Kat's like, well,
Why would Lysa lie?
she wouldn't risk it because, like, she loves their son and all this stuff. Like, she's not going to try to
And why would you write a
get
message
this message
like
out
that?
here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. I love this shot, Rachel. Very cinematic, where there's a devil and an angel on Ned's shoulders in this scene because you get him in the foreground,
Yes.
and Kat is on one shoulder, Master Lewin is on the other shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and Kat is trying to tell him, like, you can't go, you're going to get killed. If Jon Arryn got killed, then you're going to get killed.
But
And
Maester
Lewin's
Lewin's saying, but who's going to protect the king? You're the one who could do that. You're the only
Yeah.
one.
That's the question now that Ned has to deal with. And I think Ned was considering telling him, like, I don't want to leave my family.
Oh, 100%. He was probably going
But
to
I
say,
think that
like,
this
I
kinda,
don't
like,
know if I
changed
really
it.
want to do this.
But I also get it from, like, his standpoint of his love of Robert, where it's like, if I think my best friend, who is the king, is in danger,
Right.
I have to protect
From a
him.
corrupt
He's my-
family
he's
who's
my
going to
best
try
friend.
to take the throne from him. There's a lot of pieces to that. Because he has all that honor. He has the honor to his family, honor to his friends.
Honor to his cow.
Thank you.
We go back to Pentos. It's time for the royal wedding. People are giving gifts to Dany and Drago. A basket of snakes.
I was
How
like,
fun.
why? That one was so weird. It was the way that the person picks them up, puts them back in, and I'm just like, I don't want the snakes. That's okay, thank you.
I wanted, Dany should have been like, thanks.
I mean, she does kind of have this look on her face, like, these are interesting gifts. Like,
Well, Drago's kind of like, yes, of course.
snakes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Snakes are pretty awesome.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah,
I could just, now I'm just listening to Jason Momoa.
Because now you're doing Aquaman. Yeah, you're doing Jason Momoa.
Oh
voice.
yeah, those snakes are pretty cool.
Jason Momoa does a pretty good job as Khal
He's
Drago
so
because
good.
he's so different in this role than
so
he is in
good.
everything else.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, what we can do with those snakes? We're gonna find.
We're gonna have
something.
some fun with those snakes.
Yeah, whole basket of snakes. It's pretty sweet.
They have like horse hearts, I think, and like
Yeah, they're all
goats.
eating horse hearts and God knows what.
and like the women are dancing. There is like a lot of like just gyrating
more
everywhere.
boobs are
and
out.
Everybody's
Danny really
screwing
isn't
each
sure
other.
What to think? Oh yeah, they're having sex on the dance floor. Which, folks at home, try that at a wedding. See how that goes. Just in the middle of the dance floor.
I don't
start.
I wouldn't. No.
I mean, if it's consensual between everyone at the wedding.
I don't
but this
like
is just
start
how
a
the wedding
fight and
is.
then have to kill one or the other and then have more sex.
Well, I mean, you do what you got to do.
it's not a wedding. It's you got to have a few deaths at a wedding. That's a good party for Dothraki.
A Dothraki wedding without at least 3 deaths is considered a dull affair.
Viserys is like, okay, great, they're married. When am I going to get my crown? And they're like, look, man, you have to wait. There's omens and shit. Like, they're very superstitious
Right.
people.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get your fucking crown until they say it's time to get your crown.
Right.
So why don't you quit your bitching, go have sex with somebody,
Yeah.
maybe kill
go
somebody,
have some goddamn
fun.
fun. Unwind a little bit. Frickin' dragon. Maybe wake it for a little while. Have a little fun. God.
It's time for a wedding. Maybe even a hanging. Either way, you should have a little fun,
Little
huh?
time.
Like you said, Rachel, there's some fighting over a woman Drogo loves it.
Oh yeah, because
He's
the guy
having a
gets
great
his
time.
he gets his braid cut off too.
That's right. The intestines fly out.
Oh, yeah, that's
the gore in season 1 is pretty great
Yeah.
because they know that there's not as many people watching, so you can get away with more. Dany does not look very happy.
Well, because she's just like, this is
And-
barbaric. This isn't what she's used
Yeah.
to.
And our introduction, Rachel, of Jorah the Andal. Jorah Mormont. One of my favorite characters, Jorah Mormont.
He's an interesting
creepy
dude.
old man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's got an unhealthy infatuation with Dany. I'll say that.
Yes. Yeah, let's go with that. He's a knight from the Seven Kingdoms that was in charge of Bear Island,
Right.
and he's a Mormont,
Right.
so he's part of the North. And Ned Stark exiled him for selling slave traders. So, like, he caught people trying to do slave trading. He tried to sell them in turn because he's like,
Right.
you know, eye for an eye kind of thing.
Pretty much.
And Ned was like, that is not the
That's
law.
not how that works. Don't do
I'm
that.
exiling you. So he's not allowed in Westeros anymore. So he brought shame to the family and all sorts of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Dishonor on
cow.
his cow.
Yeah.
Quite literally, I assume. Or whatever they got on Bear Island.
Bears?
And there's not that many bears on Bear Island. It's they got a lot of giant apes. Candy Apple Island. That's all that it reminded me of.
Oh,
Bear
God,
Island, what do
Kevin,
they got
this
there?
is one episode
Bears.
we were supposed to do.
But they're not so big. Jorah gives books to Dany.
Songs and histories.
Like, kind of like how Tyrion gives books to Joffrey on his wedding day.
you want to have the histories if you're going to be in power.
Yeah, if you're going to be in charge of it, you should have,
Yes.
the history. He wants to serve the rightful king, is what he tells Viserys. Although, technically, I don't think he's thinking of Dany this way yet, but he wants to serve the rightful queen.
I served your father for many years.
She gets the dragon eggs from Illyrio, from the Shadowlands, beyond Asshai. I always love how they describe Asshai, because it's like this, like, it's like Japan to them, like, oh, it's the Orient, you know,
Right.
like, where, like, it's beyond our understanding,
Right.
and all the magic is there, and that's where the eggs came from, and all this kind of stuff. The eggs have turned to stone. They're petrified eggs. But they'll always be beautiful. And the score does that hint here. It does like the Targaryen theme kicks in a little bit.
And she is like fascinated by the eggs.
Yeah, she is. She likes
She
the
like
eggs.
adores them.
Drogo stands up. And I was like, are they going to consummate this in front of everybody? But no.
No, he's polite.
He actually is giving Dany her wedding present. So
Him.
Daenerys walks over. No, I'm sorry. It
Go
is her
on.
wedding.
No, I know. I'm just joking.
It is actually
I'm just joking. I know it's his wedding present.
Yeah. You know, I thought we could probably, you know, if you want to like do this thing here in front of everybody, it'd be pretty sweet, right?
I
Like a
think
circle,
Dany
a
is afraid
semicircle.
that's what was going to happen.
I think so, yeah. But in actuality, it was Drogo presenting Dany with her silver, as she always describes it. It's her silver horse.
It's just like her. He
Yes,
wanted.
I
He
think
wanted
that
to get
is-
a. No, that's
He
what
wanted
I
to
think
get
that
her
was
a
part
horse
of
that
it.
reminded her. Yeah.
It's as beautiful as she is what like
Yeah.
I think he describes
He
it
can't.
as.
He can't like say it, but
he
yeah,
says
like,
it to
that's
like
the
yeah,
idea.
that's kind of like how he tries to describe it. I think to somebody.
Yeah. It's like you. Yeah.
And
he
then
puts her on
and she
top.
wants to say thank you, but there isn't a Dothraki
There's
word
no
for
word
thank
for
you.
thank you.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, just tell her how to say I like it. I like
Yeah,
this.
something like that. Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
enough.
I do like that little detail though.
Yeah.
Because it's like they don't thank each other; they just take. Because that's how they live. So
Right.
like there is no need to thank someone in this.
Sure. I'm wondering if it is just all, it's like all theirs. We take and give it
It's
to,
communal.
it comes back to us. It's
Yeah.
ours. So no
It's
matter
ours.
what. Mhm.
This is our Yeah, this is
Yeah.
our silver.
Right.
They, of course, had to make an entire language for the Dothraki. They literally went to Berkeley, got a professor who made a
Which is so
linguistics
cool.
professor, made a language, which I always find fascinating
Mm-hmm.
because they're like, they thought, like the showrunners and the writers and stuff all thought, if you have Daenerys in this area where you cannot understand what they're saying, but it makes sense, it's like logic,
Mm-hmm.
that will make her feel more like an outsider, you'll feel more like an outsider because you don't know what they're saying either.
Right.
So it works on that level. And the fact that they made an entire like language for it is really
it's so
sweet.
cool.
The sun is setting on the sea as Daenerys... Viserys, as she rides off on Silver, says, make him happy.
Which is so gross.
So she has her instructions. The sun is setting on the sea. Dany's looking out to go home because she's looking at the sunset towards Westeros. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, they're just going to fuck on the rocks, aren't they? I don't know if that should be where she has to do this. It's like on these hard rocks with sea salt everywhere and sand.
I mean,
It's
they might have
more
had a
tame-
tent right there, though.
Maybe. It's more tame than I remembered. This whole episode was a little more tame. It doesn't hold back on the violence, but from what I recalled, it was tamer. The second episode is where it's not as tame.
Right.
But it does show you how women are treated in this world, how they're used as objects and political pawns and power pawns and stuff like that. Dany is crying.
Yes.
And Drago is saying
undressing
no.
her. And he went... Because,
No.
he touches her tears and goes, no.
Yeah, he
Like,
doesn't want her to be sad.
I think
but
that might be a part of it.
But he doesn't understand.
And I think when, like, because, like, he takes... And she's just like, is that all you know? And it is, because that's the only word he knows. But I feel like he is trying to use it to convey a message because, like, she covers herself and he takes her arms off. Like, no, don't be shy. Don't be
right
ashamed of your body, I think is a part of what he's saying. Like, I know it's like he just wants
That's a generous
her.
interpretation.
I know,
yeah.
but there's something about the way he kind of pulls it off. Like, no, I want you, like, don't be ashamed of this.
The power dynamic that they end up having, I guess you could take it that way,
but
where he's like trying to empower her.
Yeah.
But he kind of rapes
does
her.
just rape her here.
Like that's
yes,
what happens.
Absolutely. No, I still agree with you on that. It's just the way that it's like sometimes like when you go back after knowing stuff, you're kind of like,
sure.
Was he trying to make her feel better
like,
about this?
You're a Khaleesi, like,
yeah, like
be strong.
stronger. Like, come on. You're my queen.
Like, yeah, I know you have to do this, but you have to be strong about this. The Hound and Tyrion are talking about their rough night, and Tyrion tries to say that hunting is a lot like having sex, and the Hound says, "It's not hunting if you pay for it." Good line. We see some of the Hound's issues. We see his burns on his head.
Mm-hmm. Again, another broken
and they're
man and the half man talking.
Yes. The dynamic between the Hound and Tyrion has always been good. The Hound's dynamics with a lot of the characters
Hound
is pretty
so
good.
Weird. The way he is just throughout this story.
Yeah, his portrayal is always fun. They're going hunting. Ned agrees to be the hand. And Robert's like, I'm glad that you agreed to this. I only ask you because I need you. You're a loyal friend. You're the last I have. So he's like, I know you don't want to do this, Ned, but I need someone I can trust. I need help. Right. Yeah. And then I like when he says, and I'll make sure you don't look so fucking grim all the time.
Yeah, because honestly, Ned and Jon, both are big brooders. Both big brooders.
Yes. Very brooding. Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. Bran and Summer go climbing the tower.
I love Summer's ears here. They're so cute.
Yes, Summer's ears, they're so big.
They look like rabbit
big
ears.
Bunny ears.
It's so adorable.
He's climbing to see the hunting party off because he loves climbing. And he hears moaning. Mm-hmm. Now, folks, far be it from me to tell you what to do if you should stumble upon a woman moaning. But I'm just going to tell you, just walk away.
Don't peep.
Nothing good can come from figuring out what's happening. Inside the tower, what does he see, Rachel?
He sees two people having sex. Specifically, he sees the queen and her brother having sex.
Yeah, there you go. You get your incest there between Cersei and Jaime.
Couldn't they have
in
kept
an abandoned tower
in their pants while they were here?
You would think so.
Good lord, people. You are not discreet. No wonder everybody figures it out all the time.
They're in an abandoned tower. They're so far away. Who's going to know, you know? Right? That's what they're thinking. Cersei spots Bran.
Yep.
Stops Jaime. Jaime kind of grabs Bran and is like, whoa there. Bran's freaking out like, oh, shit, I'm like screwed now. Because obviously I know who these people are.
Right.
Cersei just keeps shouting, he saw us, he saw us, and all this stuff. And Jamie's trying to, like, keep the peace and, like, keep everybody calm. So he's like, man, you are quite the climber. That is a tall tower.
Yeah, like, how old are you? Mm-hmm.
He says he's 10, and Jamie lets go. You think for a second he's going to be like, just
don't tell anybody.
Yourself.
Right, because
like,
you know I'll kill
what
you.
I can do. I'm the fucking Kingslayer.
Right.
Like, that's what he's going to say. But then he just goes, the things I do for love.
Gross.
And he shoves Bran out of the tower, and Bran falls to the ground.
The things I do for love.
And it cuts to black. Doom, doom, boom, boom. And that's the end of Winter is Coming. That is the inciting incident for Game of Thrones is Jaime Lannister shoving Bran out of the window, I would say.
I would think so, yeah. It's crazy.
Everything kind of stems from that moment. Rachel, your final thoughts on Winter is Coming, the first episode of Game of Thrones.
So much is established.
Ton of shit happens in that hour.
It's crazy. It's intriguing. I want to know more. These characters are interesting. There's stuff that's hinted at that I'm like, okay, I want to know what they're talking about. So it's like actually like capturing me into the story and all of that. I think it's a great base. I think it's a great way to set up for what's to come.
If the original pilot was supposedly bad, this one is definitely not that. It's a damn good start to the show. It shows how unforgiving this world is. It sets up everything. It sets up your protagonists, the naivety of some of the characters, the cunningness, the narcissisticness of some of the characters, the threats out there. Everything is set up really well. It immediately gives you the tone of everything that you will see in season 1. The costumes, the sets, the designs, the production. It's all really, really good. A really solid first episode for the TV show. But we're not done here yet, folks. We're going to do one more, because when we come back after another break, we will dive into the second episode, The Kingsroad, after the break.
Are you tired of the hustle and bustle of small folk life? Sick of taxes, lords, not inheriting any lands or titles? Then it's time to answer the call and take the black. The Night's Watch, an ancient order of men protecting the realm from snoggles and google swats and the wildlings beyond the wall. At Castle Black, we offer a life of purpose, brotherhood, adventure, and the occasional undead encounter. Whether you're a petty thief, a bastard, or just really into celibacy, the Night's Watch wants you. We've got cloaks, food, shelter, and cold. Lots of cold. And if you survive long enough, you might even get promoted to Lord Commander. Or killed by a wildling. Either way, it's a story. The Night's Watch. The Wall. Castle Black. Your watch begins for life. Sponsored by the Office of Another Agreement in the Brotherhood without penance.
That's what a lot of men are asking. They can't ever find it. Boom.
Well, I suppose.
Anyways, we don't have to talk about this more. I was just curious.
And we're back.
You're not keeping that.
Keeping something.
They could just figure out what we were talking about in between.
Should we start?
Yeah, we can go to the next episode. It's fine.
We're back with another episode of Game of Thrones Season 1. This time we are discussing episode number 2, which is titled what, Rachel?
The Kingsroad.
That's right, The Kingsroad. I like the idea that Westeros at some point has built infrastructure as far as a gravel road of some kind that goes, it changes, right? Like it's not gravel.
I think it's just,
but like,
well, I think it's just
path.
it's just pretty much like a dirt road and like all the rocks and everything from people moving on it type of thing. It's just kind of there.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of like, it's kind of like the animal natural paths, the animal natural paths.
Cow path. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same idea.
Right?
I mean,
because otherwise you do, like, it's weird to think about, did somebody build a road between the two cities?
Or they kind of did. They kind of do. Like, it is a highway between, I think it goes, does the Kingsroad...
I love that you turn to look at the actual map.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the map. I can't
I'll
see
just
the
bring one
Kingsroad,
up.
though. Wait, there it is. I was trying to see if it goes all the way from Sunspear all the way to the wall.
Yeah.
It goes from Castle Black all the way down to King's Landing. No, there's more. The Kingsroad goes from King's Landing all the way to Castle Black, and then there's a couple of other roads that go out of King's Landing. King's Road goes to Storm's End, but then there's other roads on the other side.
I see
River Road, Rose Road, Ocean Road, Sea Road. The King's Road, Rachel. What happens in the King's Road?
I don't know. I don't remember. I told you I don't remember what happens. You're asking me to describe an entire episode where there's like 12 stories happening at the same time?
Yeah, that's
I guess
true.
we find out what happens to Bran.
I think it's like all of the characters depart Winterfell.
The departing of Winterfell, because it's all of them going onto the King's Road.
Yes,
that's a good way to say
how you
it.
Can describe it. Yep,
that's a way.
Because
this episode also pisses me off a little bit.
Well, I assume
there's reasons.
So. But if you do feel that way, it's trying to make you feel that way.
I mean, sure,
right?
But it still pisses me off. All right, it's not fair.
This episode debuted on April 24th, 2011. It was written by Benioff and Weiss, directed by Tim Van Patten, much like the first episode. Rachel, let us begin. It is the King's Road, episode 2 of 10. It starts with the Dothraki horde marching through what they called the Dothraki Sea, because where the Dothraki go most of the time, they're going to Bias Dothrak, right? Like, they're going to, like, the city that the Dothraki have.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what it is. It's like their little main hub.
Because I think for Dany to become a Khalessi, she needs to go there.
She needs to go there. It's kind of like
their
little ceremony and rituals that they have to do for it.
The in-between where they were at in Pentos and Bias Dothrak, there's like a ton of like grass. Like, it's like a grasslands is what it looks like.
Absolutely. A lot of fields and grasslands and
you get to see the expanse of how gigantic the Dothraki horde is that Khal Drogo is Khal over, because it like just goes on for fucking ever.
It's crazy. It's nuts.
Dany looks sad on her silver. Jorah comes up to her and tells her to drink.
She looks sad and tired and just like drained is what she looks like to me.
He gives her some jerky to eat.
And she just is
she's
like, really?
What is it?
Don't
don't
ask me.
Well,
just eat
he says there's two things that the Dothraki have a lot of: grass and horses. So guess which one. And then she does not care for it.
Well, no, because it's just here's your jerky meat. It's not what she's
guess
used
what
to
I had?
eating.
Horse meat. They say horse is less fat, but you eat more of it.
Oh my god. We can't
you ever had horse, Rachel?
No, because we can't have horse here in America.
Is it illegal?
It's illegal here because of the stuff that they pump the horses up with, like keeping them healthy. So you can't actually eat the horses here.
You don't want to ingest horse steroids?
Yeah, you're not allowed to. But like, I think like they could probably have them like imported. I guess there is a possibility of actually having horse meat as long as it's from a different country. But no, I have never had horse. Will I eat horse? No, probably not.
It feels like one of those animals where, like, have you ever seen the meme where, like, I think PETA tries to do it, where they're like, how come you like, where do you draw the line? And then it's like a cow, a chicken, a horse, and everything, and they, like, and like, I love that some people have responded, like, right about here, and they, like, put it right after the horse. Like, that's where the line is.
Right.
Like, we figured it out.
Yeah, it's like here.
Yeah. For some reason, it feels wrong to eat a horse, and I think it's because people use them as a tool, and
I think that might be what it is.
They have empathy with it. So,
right.
like, if you have a mutual beneficial relationship with an animal, you feel like you shouldn't eat it.
Like
I feel like that's where it comes in.
Is donkey ever talked about as something to eat?
I have never heard of that. No.
Because donkeys are usually just used as tools as well. Tools and companions.
Yeah, if it's a tool or a companion, it feels like that's
That's
where you're not
interesting.
going to go. And that's what makes it interesting that the Dothraki eat the horses, because they seem
But
like...
they, like, idolize their horses as well.
Exactly. Well, I think that...
So,
I
like,
think that's part of,
ingesting that seems, like, spiritual, maybe, for them?
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Because it is a combination of a lot of different cultures. So if it's, like, a Native American culture with, like, a buffalo,
right.
kind of...
Yeah, you can, like, thank them
or-
for giving them sustenance and
we
life.
look up, we work in tandem with the animals that we use. They are our beloved, and if they die, we eat them or whatever. You know, I think that's kind of how it works. Mm-hmm. And then when the Dothraki die, the horses
voice the
eat
whole
the
time.
Dothraki.
It is the great circle of life.
When you die, Khalessi, the silver here will eat your body. You will become one with the horse.
And
It's
then the
beautiful in
horse
this way.
will die, and it will
And then
raise
the
the crops
Dothraki will
of
eat
the
the horse.
food, and then it's the circle of the Dothraki. Horses to food, and food for the horse.
Yeah,
and-
I've watched that South Park episode as well, Rachel. The poo of the antelope goes
Yes,
onto
thank
the
you.
ground. So he tells this story to Khalessi where he's like, the Dothraki believe that there's a grass behind. Of course, it's beyond Asshai, because of course it is.
Of course.
Beyond Asshai that glows in the dark or something. And one day it's going to cover everything and take over the entire planet, and that's how the planet will end. I watched a couple of people talk about season 1 on YouTube and they did retrospectives and stuff. It's very hard to find stuff that talks about it without going into how season 8 is bad. It's like, I just want you to talk about the themes of particular
just talk
episodes
about what you're
or
talking
seasons.
about. Right.
The one guy was like, I don't know, maybe it's about war or something. And I was like, I don't think that's necessarily what it is. I think it's just the same way that the Starks have winter is coming as a legend of one day the winter will come and it will consume us
And it
all.
will engulf, the nature is going to engulf the world, and it's going to
the
push out...
Dothraki have the same thing but with grass, because that's what their nature is. So I
Right.
think that's all it is just nature, and the climate will one day destroy us all, and for them it's
gotta
this
be.
grass.
That makes a lot of sense, especially with all the themes we were talking about before, where it's all about how global warming and all of those things that are happening
where
with,
it's
with our
a
world.
clear analogy for that. And
Right.
he tells Dany it will get easier, he would fucking know, and then he trots away. I guess he's just trying to comfort her, because it's what would you know about it, old man?
I think
you
it's
can't...
you just get used to, and you kind of become assimilated into the culture at some point.
Culture. Yeah, because she just looks fucking miserable.
Oh, she hates it right now.
They set up a camp, and they show what's happening all around the Dothraki camp. There's women setting up clothes to mend, or
Oh yeah, they're doing
different food and
right.
stuff like that.
They're taking rabbits and they're skinning them. They're cooking.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot of different things.
Dany gets off the horse and is in terrible pain from riding,
my
as you
gosh.
would be if you're not used
Especially
to
if you're not
riding
used to
a
it.
horse all
Yeah,
day.
but at least she's not doing it bareback. But at the same time, oh man,
She can't feel her hands; they all are
Right.
blistered, and her back would hurt. She
everything
would just be in
would hurt. Her
terrible pain.
thighs. Think about everything. And then after having to lay with the cult all the time,
Yeah,
and then being
being
on a horse,
pounded by fucking
think about
Jason
that,
Momoa.
though. But in all seriousness, when she has never, and then now she's
Sure.
with this man, and that's what she's
let
getting
me
no
tell
break.
ya.
She's getting no
Let me
break.
tell ya. Yeah, damn right. Because, if I think about how Khal Drogo works, it's horse, bed, horse again, bed again.
Bet a few times.
Constant. My man!
On the horse.
How did that scene never happen? Am I misremembering that there is no scene where they fuck on a horse?
Where she's backwards and looking
Yeah.
at him, and they're just bouncing on the horse down the
That
road.
feels like a professional Dothraki sex position
Kind of does. I'm not gonna
on the
lie.
horse.
And he's
There's
fighting
cowgirl-
somebody at the same time.
Yeah, then there's
he's
horse
gotta be
girl.
chopping someone's head off at the
Mm-hmm.
same time. Yeah.
Give me that.
I don't want
Folks.
that. I don't really want
When
that.
they inevitably
It's fine to
remake
talk
this, I want that as a scene.
It's too much.
Jorah tells Viserys, who has tagged along to go to Vaes Dothrak, that he should have stayed in Pentos, where it would be more comfortable. Viserys is I'm not going to let Drogo go away and not know what he's doing with
Right.
all of my men. Because he
it's-
just insists. That
Yeah,
like,
he just like
you know,
insists like right now. I want my thing right now, and if he just walks away, he's never gonna like pay me for my sister.
because he's an insolent little shit who is
he's
entitled.
a Targaryen. All right.
Well, he thinks he's entitled to the throne.
Yes, because he's a Targaryen.
Yeah, I kind of want to know what would have happened if Robert's Rebellion didn't occur and Rhaegar became king. Viserys would have been a little shit about it then.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
It would have been another Dance of the Dragons with these fuckers.
Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, because like the brother would be in power, and he would either like want to take the power, or because the Targaryens are already in power, would he be okay with it? I don't know. It's hard to say because these two were the youngest, so.
He's like saying, "I'm going to give you a pardon and everything." So Jorah's getting pardons all around.
Yeah, he's getting like, pardoned from somebody.
he should not have, like, Ned did what he thought was right, but he probably caused some mass chaos by getting Jorah. Well, Jorah is, I mean, that's the butterfly
Jorah
effect,
is just
right?
a tool, right? Because they would have had somebody else do it then.
I don't think they would have been able to have somebody as good as Jorah to do it.
Absolutely not. No.
As someone pointed out, Dany herself has a decent arc because she has the Paul Atreides arc.
Yeah.
But it's all of her supporting cast are very interesting because like all of these characters have
around her there's a
distinct
lot of stuff
personality
going on
around her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We go to the stables back at Winterfell and Tyrion has slept with the dogs in the stables.
And they're so cute. I would have done it too. Look, they're a bunch of sweet pups.
He doesn't seem to have been upset that he fell asleep in the stable with the dogs. He's like, yeah, whatever. This seems right. Like, I kind of want to know what happened the night before where Tyrion was like, I'm not going to bed. This is fine. And just passed out in the stables. Like, did he stop to play with the dogs and just passed out?
That sounds, I bet that's what it was. I bet he stopped to pet the dogs and then just passed out.
I'm just gonna stay here for a second. Pet. Where's one of the direwolves? Where are they? They eat
I
both
want
of
to
us.
see the direwolves.
And they just pass us out.
I've read about them in my books. Let me tell you a story, puppies. I will read you a bedtime story. What's the stupid joke that he does?
Oh, the one that he never is able to finish.
Because he starts that
something
later,
about,
but...
It's three people that walk into a
brothel.
bar, isn't it? Yeah, or a brothel. Yeah, it's like a septon. I can't remember what it is. Yeah.
All right.
Joffrey wakes him up, tells him that there's better looking bitches in here than you're used to, Uncle. And that his mom is looking for him and that they leave today.
Mm-hmm.
And Tyrion gets up and it completely like not hungover or anything. He's just like, all right, well, Joffrey, you're going to go offer your sympathies to the Starks.
The Lord and Lady.
Because you're a prince and you should do that because of what happened to Bran in the first episode.
This is where we kind of get more of Joffrey's personality.
This is where we get it. We get it out of Tyrion hating him.
Oh,
That's how we find out about Joffrey.
Yeah. Because he's like trying to teach him, like, this is what you need to do.
Yeah,
and he
this
goes,
is what
I
you're
don't want
supposed
to.
to do.
That kid doesn't mean anything to me. Why would I
he's like,
say
well, they aren't,
anything?
like, what are my sympathies? Like, what good
What's
are
that
they? And
gonna
he's
do
like, they
for
aren't
them?
any good, but it's expected of you, and your absence has been noted that you, like, haven't done anything for the Starks since Bran got hurt.
Right.
He slaps him for his insolence because he starts talking again, and Tyrion just slaps him across the face. And he goes, I'm telling Mother! And so he slaps him again.
Right, like he's like, one more word. I'm telling Mother, and then just slaps him again.
It's
wonderful. It's
retroactively satisfying
it's so
to watch
satisfying.
Tyrion just slap Joffrey.
I'm telling Mother!
Go. Tell her. But first you will get to Lord and Lady Stark, and you will fall on your knees in front of them and tell them how very sorry you are, that you are at their service and that all your prayers are with them. Do you understand?
You can't.
Do you understand?
The prince will remember that, little lord.
Hope so. If he forgets, be a good dog and remind him.
Now, here's a thought, though. And the Hound brings it up in a second. At some point, Joffrey will be king. He's like...
I also wonder if Tyrion's like, sure, maybe. Because he's like, he probably thinks he's too sniveling to be able to take over the throne even when he's of age to do so.
He thinks he's going to be king in like 20 years or something.
Right. So he
But
thinks he
he's
has
still-
time, that this kid is going to stop being childish
mature.
and he's going to mature and he's going to understand like his place in the world. He
I
doesn't
guess.
know
I
that
mean,
he's a psychopath, all right?
I guess eventually he figures that out then, because they make it seem like he's like, this kid sucks. Like,
Well,
he
he does. He
hates
thinks he's a
Joffrey.
brat. He thinks he's like an insolent little brat. Absolutely. He doesn't think he's like a serial killer, though. He's not like,
Right, yeah.
killing
Tyrion-
rats and
Tyrion-
cats or something in the back alleys of
Well.
King's Landing, as far as we know.
I don't know. I think that he knows enough.
I think he
that
knows
Joffrey
enough.
would be.
But he also thinks he's a little weasel because he can slap him around and he's just like, oh, mother, mommy. Like, that's
true.
like, so he's just like, all right, this kid just needs to be slapped around a little extra to kind of get
Yeah.
him to man up or
Yeah.
something. I mean,
But
that's my only
between
thing I can think
Robert
of.
teaching him, yeah, I guess that's true.
Because both Robert and Tyrion are both just like, you can't keep running to Cersei for everything. You have to
Yeah,
be like
that's
a
true.
person.
He
You
does.
have to be
I
your
guess
own
that's
person.
true. I'm going to tell Mother. Yeah, that's like what he does. That's his thing.
That's like his thing.
The Hound is right. It's probably best not to completely to bitch slap the prince just because. Now, I do think that Tyrion's also trying to teach him a lesson of, I don't care that you're the prince. You can't
Right.
get away with everything.
Right.
So that's also part of what he's trying to do.
Doesn't matter who you are. You can't keep getting, like, you can't get away with all of that.
So Tyrion has no concern of his future king nephew, and we get the first hint of sniveling Joffrey. Very, very well established in that scene.
Right.
Tyrion walks in and orders his breakfast. Breakfast! And he orders like bacon and one of those scrambled things or whatever he says, or a potato or whatever the hell they're eating at Winterfell.
Bread and 2 of those little fish.
Oh yeah, 2 of those little fish.
It's so weird.
You do get then the contrast between how Tyrion treats Joffrey with how Tyrion loves his other niece and nephew.
Yes.
And the rest of the
'Cause then
Lannisters.
that's
Because
where he's just like, I'm gonna make them laugh, and they love me.
Now
and I love them.
now he's fun uncle. He's the fun uncle.
Right.
The other 2 kids love him. He loves them. He's being like jokey and
Right.
snarky like at the table, and they're all eating breakfast. Cersei looks at him in disgust.
Of course.
Which is just her usual face.
Yes,
but
she
with
just-
Tyrion,
It's because her eyebrows are always pushed in. She always has
Lena
that
Headley always has her
constant
eyebrows pushed
worry
in this.
line there. So she either looks
Yeah.
disgusted, concerned, pissed off. It's all the same. It's
Yeah.
all right there. She needs to relax.
That's what Jaime says. Marcella, the princess, asks if Bran is going to die, and Tyrion says the master doesn't
Apparently
think so.
not.
Or Maester doesn't think so, that he may live. Cersei and Jaime give each other a look, and Tyrion picks up on it. So he's
Yes.
just a little suspicious of like, like what's all
You guys are weird.
this about?
It's like, you two are
Yeah.
weird.
Tyrion is going to go to the wall because Cersei's like, I cannot believe that you're going to do this. It's so stupid even for you. And he's like,
he just
where's
wants
your
to-
sense of adventure?
I was gonna say he just likes to travel, adventure.
Wants to explore. Yeah,
Right,
he's got an
see
adventurous
things.
spirit. I think a lot of that comes from, one, he has the privilege of
He has the
being
privilege.
the third born. He is a dwarf. So all he can really do is be an advisor, an accountant, what have you, for
and he reads all the
Westerlands.
time because of that.
Yeah. So then it's like, I want to actually see and experience these things that are in the books so that I
Right.
can better understand them, etc.
Yeah.
Jaime says, please tell me you're not going to take the black. Another great... Tyrion's
Yes.
full of great lines in this episode.
Oh,
he
he
really
is.
is. But he says, like, take the black, me... The whores would die of fright, or
Yeah, they
whatever
would
he
like go
says.
mad or something like that.
and the little kids laugh, and then he says, like, no, I just want to piss off the edge of the world.
And then they laugh again.
And he, like, turns to Tommen and, like, with a big smile on his face.
Right.
Cersei's like, do you have to
Not in
swear
front of the
like
children.
that in front of the children? Like,
the
that's the way
children.
that she's... she doesn't like Tyrion, and
Yes.
obviously. So then her and the kids leave. Jaime says that, like, it's really not fair to leave the boy alive like that. He's going to be crippled and grotesque. And Tyrion says, speaking for the grotesque, I disagree. I would really want to hear what that boy has to say. Especially, and I think he's saying that explicitly because he wants to know what Jaime and Cersei looked at each other like that for. He's trying to get more information out of Jaime.
I guess that's a possibility.
That and his curiosity of how did Bran fall. But the way that he says, like, I'd be curious to hear what he has to say, it implies that he knows something.
Right.
You know?
I take it a couple of different ways.
Not just, I fell off the tower, you
Sure.
know?
Like, he wants to know, like, oh, what happened? Like, why did that happen? Right? Probably trying to provoke Jaime a little bit. My other thought, does he think that the kid saw something, like, when he almost died? Or does he want to know what the experience was or something? Because it just seems, like, weird the way he's just like, I want to know what he would say, like, when he wakes up from, like, this long sleep. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, it just seems
Yeah,
odd.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's an interesting line, but I can't tell if he's trying to provoke Jaime. And then Jaime's response almost acknowledges that, because he says, you know, sometimes I wonder whose side you're on.
Oh, yeah. That's fair. Okay. That's
where it's
true.
like, well, if by saying that, it makes it seem like whatever
is.
happened to Bran was a positive for our family.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Tyrion says, like, my dear brother, you know how much I love my family. Like, that. So that's where
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
think you're right. Maybe he just did pick up on that and is just trying to provoke him in that way then.
because there's no reason to think that it has anything to do with the Lannisters.
Absolutely.
So it's almost like, why are you upset that Bran's going to live? So now I have to figure that out, and then it just becomes even more suspicious on Tyrion's part.
Yes.
Kat is at Bran's side and is for most of this making these prayer wreaths or
I think she's
something.
making the corn husk dolls type of deal. Like it kind of. Well, no, I'm serious. I think she's making like stuff like
Voodoo
twine
dolls.
dolls or something. Yeah, I think it's like
I
she's
think
making
it's
the family
supposed to
because she eventually like puts it together as like a full like wreath almost.
It could be the seven. It could be the gods, the seven.
Oh, maybe
gods.
it's them. Because I think she's just trying to keep her hands doing something.
She's making something because she hangs it up like a dream catcher.
Yeah, but I think it's
on
like
the
I
wall.
thought it was the family, but you're right. It could be like all the different
I think
gods.
it's the seven.
Sure. Does
which
it say?
includes, I think, yeah. Well, huh?
No, go ahead.
Well, the seven gods. You got Homelander,
No.
Black Noir.
No.
The Deep.
I think,
What? That's wrong.
Yep.
Queen
that's...
Maeve. No.
No.
Is that? Oh, I'm pretty sure that's the seven, Rachel.
I mean, maybe they represent the seven, but I do not think they are the seven.
Okay. Okay, maybe I'm wrong about this. Cersei stops by the bedroom in a veil and vein of concern. So she's stopping by, making it seem like she wants to give her condolences, see how Bran is doing. I think in reality, she wants to see what shape Bran is in to wake up. And then she, of course, bonds a little bit with, or gives Kat the impression that I understand I'm a mother too. I don't think that she necessarily thought that Jaime was going to shove Bran out the window. So
Well, because she was like, you just need to do something, I guess, was the idea. I don't know what she was expecting to happen in that situation. Yeah.
Yeah. Something was going to happen. So, like, maybe Cersei is just like, I had to kill your son, or attempt to kill your son to save my family, or save my own ass. Because, like, it would just be, if they were caught
Yes.
having an incestuous relationship,
Yes.
I assume, well, Cersei would be killed. Cersei and Jaime would be killed. But I then assume that there would be some sort of question of the authenticity of Joffrey and company's
Correct.
claim to the throne.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't know how far Robert would go with it. Would he know they're not his children? Does he still see them as his children? I don't think he would let them have the throne.
He wouldn't let him have the throne at all.
Absolutely not. He'd probably have to either remarry to create an heir or whatever.
He'd remarry.
But I don't think he would, like, kill the children, right?
He would exile them. He'd make them take the black.
Okay. That's fair.
I think that's what he would do. Like, I think it would be a choice. Like, Marcella would probably be married off.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommen and Joffrey would be like, we'll either behead you or you can take the black.
Wow.
Like, I think that's what would happen.
Okay. All right. I guess that's fair.
I think that's what would
I guess
happen.
that makes sense. That's what he would do. Sure.
She tells this story that is not in the books. At first, I was wondering if it is a lie, but then I was reminded that she talks about it with Robert later on in the season. So it's something that contradicts the books a bit. It contradicts the prophecy that Cersei hears in like season 6 or something like that. And I was trying to figure out how to make it headcanon that it is still possible for this story to have happened, because the prophecy is about how she will have 3 kids.
Yes. With golden hair. It
Yes.
doesn't mention any other kids. But
So you think it's one of those type of prophecies? Okay.
Right? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
They're just telling a part of the story. They're saying you're going to have 3, children with golden hair. We know that that's going to happen. And maybe it's because they live longer than, however long the other boy lived, because it was like less than,
It was clearly like infant death type of,
right.
Yeah. Not even a month old or something.
Right.
She says she lost her first boy, and it would be Robert's kid and then the hair
because it had dark hair.
Because he had dark hair, looked just like Robert. Mm-hmm. It's a little weird because Kat's like, oh, I never knew, and it's like, you didn't know that the queen was pregnant? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, that news would have traveled to Winterfell, so like, why would they have kept that a secret?
Maybe because,
that's where I was like,
maybe
are you making this up?
Maybe because it was born early and got sick and died.
Or there was some issue
and there was
complication.
complications. That could be a possibility too. I don't know.
But then also, Cersei is legitimately has tears in her eyes. Like, the way that Lena Headey plays this is like it was real. So
yes,
she has an actual like problem with telling the story. Jon is at a blacksmith's. He's having a sword forged when Jaime comes by just to be a bitch.
Yeah, truly.
Like, he truly just comes by just to be mean to Jon.
Yes.
There's no other reason.
Yeah, he's just a big bully. Jaime is literally just a bully. He likes to go around and be like...
picking fights. He wants to start a fight.
He really does.
I think is the idea.
Yeah.
He asks Jon if he's swung the sword yet, and Jon's like, yeah, I mean, of course I've swung a sword. And Jaime's like, at someone.
Like in a real fight? Like, not just sparring matches.
He's there to, like, intimidate him. He looks so much taller than him because he is.
He does. He looks
Kit
so
Harington
giant.
is a short man.
He looks giant.
I think Kit Harington was very good casting by...
I think
the
so.
casting director in this should be given some sort of Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah.
Because everyone is perfect for their part.
All the time.
That's right. His height, if you Google him, says 5'8". I'm going to call bullshit on this. I don't think that he's even that tall. I think that's his what they put down. Nicholas Castler Waldo, though.
Mm-hmm. It says he's 6'2".
Walder is 6'2". Yeah, so he's way taller than Kit Harington, even by their stupid standards of, like, I bet they're not really 6'2" or 5'8". But whatever they are, they're still labeling him as being 6 inches taller than Kit Harington.
Right.
He basically mocks him for joining the Black. Because he's like, oh, you're going to join that real, esteemed group of people. It's an ancient order, and you should be so proud of yourself for going up there and protecting us all.
Like,
part of it, too, is I think he's Kingsguard, so he's a gold cloak.
Mm-hmm.
He is as high as you can get on the food chain as far as protection and knighthood.
Sure.
He's in charge of the Kingsguard.
Yeah.
So... to him, the Black is like the fucking like AFL compared to the NFL. It's like, oh great, I hope that you enjoyed playing in the fucking minor leagues. Like, enjoy the Black. There's nothing up there. You barely have rations, and it's cold all the time. You piece of shit bastard. Get out of here.
That's where you belong.
Jon tries to stick up for the Night's Watch by saying that they've guarded the kingdom for 8,000 years. And Jaime's like, oh yeah, you guarded the kingdom, all right. It's nothing but a bunch of rapists and bastards up there. Yeah, you're guarding the kingdom.
He's like, what are you guarding it from? Like, that's like his other point. He's just kind of
he's like, you don't even know what you're guarding it from. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like, what's beyond the wall that's, like, so big bad?
We go to Arya. She is trying to teach Nymeria.
She's packing her suitcase.
She's packing her stuff because she's going to King's Landing. They never explain why. You know why Sansa's going.
Right.
But they never explain why Arya is going.
It's a good point.
I don't recall if they ever say in the book why Arya joins.
I guess it's because it sounds like it's so that they can have her learn to become a lady.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so because like all of those people are going
so she can be taught
with Sansa.
Mm-hmm. So she can still be taught to become a lady. See, that makes sense to me. That's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, it's...
She would be exposed to the court life and
Right.
try to make her more lady-like for an eventual marriage.
Right.
Okay. Whatever. I think it's... I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Whatever. Stupid reasons. Well, I mean, that's just how this world is. So, sorry, Kevin.
Yeah.
I know it upsets you that poor Arya had to go with
Well,
when she didn't want to.
Well, she is fine doing exploring and being a curio too, so...
Well, yeah, but we don't know that yet. She doesn't know she's getting that. She
Well,
doesn't
no,
want to go.
I think that she'd be fine, like, seeing the world, though.
Oh,
so
yeah, she
I
would, of
think
course,
that
she would, like, be
part of
okay with
it-
that, yeah.
Nymeria is bigger than she was. She is smart. I think that she's actually, like, deliberately defying
Oh, yes. I think
Arya
she's
here.
sassy. She's
'Cause
being sassy.
She did give Arya the first item before Jon came in. She did hand her something to put in the bag, and then when Jon comes in Arya's
I'm
room,
not gonna show him. What are you doing?
yeah, and
What do you
Nymeria even does
mean?
like does like the crooked head, like I don't understand. This is the bonding scene between Arya and Jon, so that you understand that these two are the most alike.
Yes.
Arya's room, pretty sweet. She's got a sweet little pad here. I thought, Rachel. I'd stay in it. The best part about all of the beds in Winterfell look really sweet because they like have so many like furs and stuff, like cold winter night. Yeah.
Could you imagine they like turn the fire
curl
on in
up in
there
that,
and you're just
yeah.
like, give me a book. I'm good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that
Prepared later.
direwolf to cuddle with. I'm happy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He says that he has a present. He tells her to close the fucking door, and then he pulls out the gift that he got them, or that he got Arya, which is a sword. But it's a little sword. It's a skinny little sword. It's
made just
not...
for her. Because she's little. Because she goes, it's little.
She's little
and he
and
goes,
skinny.
so are you.
Right. Well, and his point is like you can actually practice with this,
right?
As opposed to practicing with like a real size sword because it would be too heavy for you. And he says it won't be able to slash and dice, but it can poke a man through with a bunch of holes because he made it so that it really is like a sticker more than anything.
Right.
It's a specialized sword.
Right.
The number one rule of sword fighting, which is what, Rachel?
Stick him with the pointy end.
That's right. I know what end to stick them with. That's what she said.
God damn it.
She goes to hug him, but has the sword in her hand. And he's like, be careful. Like, you don't understand how sharp this fucking thing is because of how thin it is.
It's not fake.
I think, too, like, it's that thin, and, like, the thinner it is and, like, how pointy it is, that would be, like, piercing.
Oh
like,
my
it
God.
would, like it would just, like, go right through you.
Like butter.
Oh, like butter. So then she jumps in his arms and they hug. The true brother and sister of the group.
Mm-hmm.
And she tells Jon, Sansa can keep her needles. I have my own.
Because she's naming her sword. It's a proper sword now. It has a name.
Does she names it here, right? Not
she
when
names it
Alair...
right here, Needle. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Needle, of course, is a staple of Game of Thrones, I would say, right?
would
Like
think
all of these
so.
swords. Like
They all have
Ice
names.
and Needle.
Yeah.
And Long Claw, all of them.
Yeah.
This is Jon, of course, also being the big brother, giving like this parting gift, not knowing if he's ever going to get to see his little sister again.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And knowing that it's something that no one else would ever give her. No one's going to give her a sword because she's supposed to be a lady. So I want you to keep your your independence.
Right. I want you to be you. And here's something that'll help with that.
It's touching because of the fact that he thinks he's their half brother. Mm-hmm. So, but he acts like the big brother to all of them.
Of course.
Even more than what you see from Robb.
Yeah, Robb doesn't.
Really.
But I feel like Robb has more arrogance because he's like, I'm the true
I think he has
eldest.
more responsibility too. So
right.
John can be
a
the
little
big
bit
brother
more caring
to the
and
kids.
loving.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because Robb has to learn how to maintain Winterfell. That's probably also part of it.
Sure.
John comes into Bran's room and he tells Kat that he wants to say goodbye to Bran.
What you have. You could leave.
I know. Kat is so
I'm sorry.
mean.
She's just so mean to him. I get it, but I don't at the same time. I get it.
It's a complex relationship, I suppose. Here's what I think it is.
It is very complex because I understand, but
I
also
watching those
of the time.
She is very, very mean to John. In the book, he actually is a little more. He stands up for himself a little bit more because she says like, "I don't want you here," or "I want you to leave," and he says, "If my lady requests it, I will leave." And he stands there and she doesn't say anything. So she's like, okay. He kind of says like, fine, if you want me to leave, I'll leave. Just say it. And she won't. So, because I think she knows she's being cruel. Like, I think
she has to know that
it.
she's being cruel. She has held this against him.
She says that before she dies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure she says something.
I was always
maybe
cruel to
it's
that
even
boy. She has said something like that. I'm pretty sure she says something like that.
I can't remember who she says it to, but yeah, she does. She like admits it. Like, I was so mean to Jon Snow. Like, she doesn't say like I feel bad about it, but she admits her cruelty.
Yeah, and
I mean, and it's not like she's abusing him. She's just cold to him. Like,
she's very cold and mean, which is it makes sense because it's like this is. In her mind, this is the love child of my husband and some random woman when he left me, and now he's leaving me again, type of thing.
That's
like, that's her other
he,
thing.
Yeah, that all comes out after John leaves because Ned comes in and it's on her mind because John was there, so she even uses that. Like 17 years ago, you left with Robert.
Yeah,
you came back with a baby that was from some other woman. And now you're leaving again. Every time you leave with Robert, like something bad happens to the family or whatever. Like that's kind of how she's phrasing it, or she doesn't know what he's gonna do. Like all of that.
You're
gonna
you're not going to be an honorable man because you're just leaving again. So now, like, oh, you're just gonna go do whatever you want because you're never gonna see me again. Is that part of this too? The trust was broken when he came back with John.
A bit of it, yeah. I mean, they clearly love each other, but like, yeah, there was that little bit of it. Michelle Fairley, in the behind-the-scenes stuff that I watched, said that it wasn't so much that Ned had a bastard. The way that she phrases it was like, it was war. You never know if you're going to go home again. Like, it's a mistake. It's of the time and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks that Kat's problem is that Ned insisted that John live with them and live as a Stark. That they were going to take care of him. Okay. That they weren't going to leave him in whatever tavern wench or whoever happened to be the mother.
Well, because he said the mom is dead, and that's why he brought him home. Right? Isn't that a part of the story that he tells?
No, because John, maybe to Kat, but John asks if his mother is alive, and Ned doesn't say anything.
That's true. That's true.
Nobody's told John that if he told Kat
Yeah,
that.
that's fair. Okay.
You get the Stark theme of the score here. That great score, great theme. It's very touching how John talks to Bran and just tells him like, I know that one day you'll see me again and we'll be beyond. We can walk beyond the wall and stuff, and all this kind of thing.
I want you to leave. Like, she snaps at him.
Very mad, yes.
I think because he is so soft and nice and kind as well, it pisses her off more. Because she's like, great, and you're a good guy.
To hate him.
Great. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is.
It makes
how dare you be nice to my children? Like, I want to hate you.
She's boiling over.
Oh yeah.
So like she's
exhausted.
do think that
her
it's
son
interesting
is
that
in a coma. Like
yeah. Well, and I think it's interesting that Ned sees that interaction as well.
Yes.
Not being able to stop. Like in his head, he's got to be thinking like, if I
all
just
I have
told
to do, I just
Kat,
want to tell the truth.
If I just would have told Kat,
but none of them would be safe. They still wouldn't be safe.
Ned says that he has no choice. And she says that, well, that's what all of you men always say. You have no choice. That's what you say to protect your honor. That's what you tell your families. I don't want you to leave. Basically says, like, you've chosen Robert over your family.
Yeah.
Well, she knows that that's going to sting Ned because Ned's whole thing is family over everything.
Yes.
Which is, it's kind of Tywin's thing is family over everything, too. It's just in a completely different way, where it's like one is love, one is duty. For Ned, picking Robert, but Robert is my brother. Like, I love Robert like a brother.
He's
I
also family
have to protect
to me.
him. Yeah.
And protecting Robert also would protect our family, I think, is probably part of what he's thinking too.
Yes.
Because
they
don't
if a
like
Lannister
the other...
takes the throne, we don't know what will
They don't
happen.
like each other. He knows they don't like each other.
A good job by Michelle Fairley of making Kat look just in
disheveled.
Total grief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she hasn't slept.
Ugh.
She looks like she hasn't eaten. She looks completely like in total grief in this episode.
Yeah, because she's not putting herself together like a normal lady would do. She doesn't care. She's not in her dress clothes. She's not doing her hair. Fuck all that noise. I'm going to sit with my son and hope that he wakes up and talk to the old gods.
John goes out and he's packing up to leave, and Rob sees him off and he goes,
"How was my mother?"
"How was my mother?" And John goes, "She was very kind to me, thanks."
Yeah, she was great.
Like Rob's even like good. Like, so it gives you the impression that
Rob
John
doesn't pay
never
attention.
John never tells Rob how mean Kat is to her.
Because I think he was, I'm surprised he didn't just go, yeah, she's doing okay. Like, ignore the, like, not how is she treating you. It's more so like, how is she doing with
how she holding
Bran?
up.
Yeah.
Well, I think because Rob knows that maybe that Kat doesn't like
it's got to be a
John.
part of it. Yeah, so he's just like, was she nice to you when you left?
So he's
at
more
least?
like, was she okay with you going to say goodbye? I think that's more
maybe
of what
that.
it was.
It could be.
Yeah. Which she wasn't, obviously.
No, she was not.
Rob says, "The next time I see you, you'll be in black." John says, "It was always my color." John says, "You Starks are hard to kill," which feels like it's got to come back at some point in this about the Starks being hard to kill.
I think so.
But, I mean, that's the theme of
Isn't
most
that the
of
whole
the
thing?
show.
You said the wolves are resilient.
Yeah,
so
they're
are the
resilient,
Starks.
yeah. And I do like their little farewell snow, and you two Stark, and they hug.
Yes.
The big brothers saying goodbye to each other. So it's all these big goodbyes in this whole
it really
episode.
is.
After one episode, you get all these goodbyes, but it's their call to action. It's their call to adventure. It makes sense. And the economic storytelling that you got out of the first episode and a half here, it earns it.
Sure.
You feel the
need
connection that all these characters have.
Right.
The King's Caravan departs for King's Landing. Stark bannermen are now in tow, and Tyrion is going off with the crows at the same time. So they have to part, and they have to
there's a crossroads.
There's a split, and they have to go the opposite directions. Ned talks to John and says that it's an honor to be on the wall. The Starks have been on the wall for thousands of years.
See, I think that's a part of it, because there's always a Stark up there. There's always
know
a
if
Stark
there's
at the
always
wall.
a Stark.
I think
that's
I think that's his point. Like, we've always had someone of the Starks at the wall.
I think that's probably true. I think that it's probably like the Starks feel an obligation to have someone at the wall. But I don't know if I would say like, there must be a Stark.
I'm not saying like it's
wall.
a magic thing where they're just like, Stark must always be like at the wall. I'm not saying that. Is that what you think I'm saying?
No, I think it's like how Kat tells Rob later that there always needs to be a Stark at Winterfell. It's almost like a political thing or a tradition.
I think it's a part of the tradition, and it's also a part of how the Starks know more, like, again, with winter is coming and their stories and their lore, and they want to be a part of protecting the realm. So there's always a Stark that, wants to protect the realm and is at the wall. That's my point. So I just feel like it's like one of those, the call of the Stark need to protect or something.
Sure.
I don't know.
No, I understand what you're saying.
The Starks have manned the wall for thousands of years. And you are a Stark. You might not have my name, but you have my blood.
It's almost like he's telling him.
Without telling him.
Yeah. And then John, this is where he asks if his mother is alive. Does she care?
And
does she know what I'm doing?
It. You should just have had this discussion before you left, because at this point he's going to the wall.
I read an interesting theory, Rachel. Ned's response is, "Hey, I'll tell you what. The next time we see each other,
I'll tell
we'll
you
talk
everything
about your mother."
Yeah.
His lips kind of tremble as he says it too.
Yes.
Sean Bean does a pretty good job of acting in that scene as well. And he says, "I promise." And then he rides off with the caravan as John heads north. It's very symbolic.
Yes.
The way that they do this, where Ned goes south, John goes north. It's all very overlooked if you're watching for the first time. But when you go back and you watch it again, it's like, okay, there was clearly a plan.
Of course.
Either by Georgie or by Benioff and Weiss or all of them.
Right.
There is a very clear direction set up to be paid off later on. It's sticking out right in front of you if you know what's happening.
Yes.
I heard I read the theory.
Okay.
That he says, next time we see each other, I'll tell you about your mother. The next time he sees him, if he ever sees him again, he will be a Night's Watch crow.
Yes.
And by becoming a Night's Watch crow, you give
forgo
up
being
any
able to have anything.
Titles, any lands, anything.
Absolutely.
So he can tell Jon then, because if it got out, Jon's in the black.
Right.
He can't become king.
Right.
So there's no problem. There's no issue because Aegon Targaryen,
Yes.
the Maester, there, Robert's not talking about trying to kill him.
Nobody wants
because
to kill
there's
him.
no reason.
Yeah.
I like that theory where he's like, I need you to get to the fucking wall first, and
like
then
you go
we'll
there.
talk.
I'll come visit. Once you've actually taken the black.
You come
it's
down
just
to
so
King's Landing, get some
frustrating.
fucking rapists from Flea Bottom, and then we'll talk when we're there. How about that?
Yeah.
Robert and Ned have some lunch. They're having a picnic.
Yeah, they set up this whole picnic. The fruit bar looks fantastic, I gotta say.
Oh, every time I eat, I've got to have a fruit bar behind me, Ned.
It's ridiculous.
I never touch it,
pile
but
of
I like it.
plums.
I like the look of it, that's all.
It's crazy.
Because Robert looks like a man that has never eaten a fruit.
I would also love to drink out of one of those horns. It looks great.
Yeah, a good horn to drink out of.
It's gotta be fun.
That's something that really needs to come back. We need to bring the horn back as a
Or the skull of my
utensil.
enemy.
That too.
I want to drink out of the skull of my enemies.
Yeah. If in lieu of horns, skulls of enemies. Robert's talking about how he just wants to leave this all behind. I don't know if he even wants to take off as king. I think that's what he's implying.
No,
but
he just
I think
wants
he's
to
even
leave,
like, I wish we didn't have to have this fucking caravan and I could just go back to King's Landing on my own. And
No, I don't think he's saying that. He just wants to be a kid again. He doesn't want to be king. He's like, I don't want all this responsibility anymore. Let's just go run away and do whatever the hell we want.
He doesn't like being king. I think that's part of... But I think that's, in theory, what would make a better king, is that he doesn't like being king.
Sure.
But he doesn't have the call to responsibility.
Right.
Like someone that else might have in the story. Because he is, all right, fine, I guess I'll just eat and fuck and hunt and stuff. And other people can run the kingdom.
Let the smart people run the kingdom.
Yeah. They're giving like old war stories, I wish we could be young again, and Robert does that Robert laugh again. He goes, what was that common girl of yours you had, the one Becca with the big tits that you could bury your face in?
And he goes, that was
like,
yours.
No, that was yours, Bessie.
He's like, oh yeah, God bless those tits.
Bessie, bless her and her tits. It's so great.
There was that one, what was her name? That common girl of yours. Becca, with the great big tits you could bury your face in.
Bessie. She was one of yours.
Bessie. Thank the gods for Bessie. And her tits.
He goes, then he's just like, well, then who is the one that you had? Your bastard's mum.
Gives him a name.
Yes.
Lila?
No, something with a W.
I thought it was Lila. Mulva?
Wyla with a W.
Wyla. Okay, whatever.
Mulva.
I was close. Mulva? What was the name of your bastards? Your bastard's mother. What was her name? Mulva?
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered because, no matter the name that he would have said to Robert just like, I am Mulva. That's what he would have done. Because he does the same thing. Wow, Wyla, that's right.
He says, it must have been a rare wench to make Eddard Stark lose his honor.
Ned just looks
I'm
so
not going to tell you anything about her.
I don't want to talk about this. Can we just move on?
But again, good acting by Sean Bean, because I don't know how many people know the truth.
Right.
So when you see how he's playing it, he's like, I need to get him off this fucking subject.
Yes.
Robert says, you're too hard on yourself, Ned. We were kids. We were at war.
You never know if you're going home again.
It happens. You took care of Jon. What more do you want here?
Right.
You have as much honor as you could possibly have as a lord of a house. I think he says something about, like, you're looking at me if I weren't king, I would hit you.
You would have already hit me already.
Yes. Yeah, if I weren't the king, you'd have hit me already.
He goes, that's the worst thing about your coronation. I'll never get to hit you again.
Yes, another joke. It's kind of nice to see, like, Ned joke. Like, not just be worried all the time.
Right.
He can be jokey with Robert.
Right. I think that's kind of, like, the points of, like, showing how, like, him cuddling with Kat, too, in the last one.
Yeah.
Because it's just like,
Set that softer side.
and like him interacting with his kids and like all of that, like you can see that there's like a softer side. He smiles sometimes, and
I'm gonna try to make it so you're not so goddamn grim all the time.
Exactly.
It's a nice little lunch that these two are having, and then Robert hands Ed a note. And it says that Dany has married a daughter. So what? Who cares? Like,
he's like, yeah, okay, so
married
Targaryen married a
Should I send them a
Dothraki.
wedding gift? Yeah,
Right.
is what he kind of says. Robert, of course, is like, no, I want her dead. Do you remember what the Targaryens did to this realm? Do you remember what he did to your sister? Like what Rhaegar Targaryen did to your sister?
He's like, yeah, actually, they're kind of like part of the family. No, I'm just kidding.
And Ned says, like, she's just a child. Who gives a shit? Robert's like, but Drogo has at least 100,000 men. Ned, of course, doesn't want to do it. And Robert says, like, there's still some people that call me usurper. Ned is like, they're not going to cross the narrow sea. They don't have boats.
Yeah.
They're afraid of the water. They're not going to
So they
come
can't be a
over
threat.
here.
They can't be a threat.
Yeah. And if they do, we'll send them back. We will have more firepower, and they don't know how to do naval warfare. Like, we can easily just stop them from landing on the shores.
But Robert's like whole point is like, well, if they get here though, he doesn't think he can fight them.
He thinks that it would just cause a huge war.
Right.
And Robert thinks that there is a war coming, and he doesn't know when, but he thinks that one is coming.
He feels the war coming.
He wants a purpose again.
Oh, I suppose that's also part of it. Yeah.
He's like a Steve Rogers, where it's
I don't know.
that.
Do you
it's,
think he would fight in a war anymore? I don't think he would.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would.
He'd have to get into
They
shape.
might-
The man would like have a
they
heart
might
attack
tell him
the second he'd get down there with the whole gear on.
Well, he can't. You got to get the breastplate stretchers so that he can fit into it.
We'll get that.
But there's no way he wouldn't. There's no way he would.
I guess you're right.
Dany is getting smashed from behind.
Yes.
And hating it.
Yep.
And it is very graphic.
Yes.
Because you hear this the entire time.
Thank you for that. Can you stop now? And she just
You
looks
hear
distressed.
You hear the thigh clapping, Rachel.
I know what you hear. I know what you hear. But she looks distressed.
I'm in the 4K too. I mean, it was crystal clear. I gotta tell you.
But she's focusing on her eggs.
Yes, she is staring at the dragon eggs as she struggles to take it, but is comforted by the fire, which transitions to Jon looking at the fire. I don't know why.
I don't know.
It just does that.
Interesting.
It's like it's based off of something called A Song of Ice and Fire. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be it. That could be it.
I was very surprised, though, that they showed it that explicitly, that rapey, and that just blatantly, like, Daenerys has no say in the matter.
Yeah,
she has no agency.
Right, yeah. She has no control over what happens to her body or anything at this point. Oh, I did hear that Emilia Clarke apparently said that Jason Momoa was like really sweet about everything during these scenes, so it wasn't so awful for her, because like the second they'd call cut, he would like throw a blanket on her and stuff.
Yeah, make sure that you don't see her tits or anything. That's pretty great. Don't worry, Amelia. I'm just smacking my thighs against you.
Well, I think that's part of it. Like, they would make jokes and stuff because it was kind of, like, awkward at points. Yeah. Like,
I can imagine hitting her from behind and everything with this sock on, because we don't want anything to happen.
God damn it.
No, there are
no, I've looked at
intimacy
those.
coordinators.
Oh yeah, they're very
that's
interesting. Yeah, like the actual like stuff that they're supposed to wear and everything is so interesting.
I'll throw something over you, but I'm not throwing anything over myself.
No,
Everyone's
I think that was a part of it. Isn't that what something that they said? Like he would just walk around then, so that they would have eyes on him.
I absolutely imagine that he did.
Yeah.
Take a look at this folks.
And
you're not gonna see this though.
Considering he doesn't show his penis, I'm assuming like he had a weird sock on too, so that it looks really silly and it has like googly eyes.
Something.
Like that's what I would. I could just imagine him doing something like asinine like
Amelia,
that.
Look. I drew a horse on my penis. Look at it. All right, we gotta get back in position. Okay, and action.
And she probably couldn't stop laughing because. Oh god. Anyways,
did you want to know how they filmed that though?
They have the sex coordinator, they have the director, and probably the producer. Nobody else is on set, and they add the sounds in later.
Can we turn up the sounds of the clapping, please? Can we get it wetter? No, wetter.
No, like I really want you going to downtown. Let's go.
No, that's too wet.
No.
What is this? What am I doing? How am I am an adult.
Exactly. We can do whatever the hell we want.
I wrote when that transition happened, I was like, did they set this up? Should they be all given more credit than we give them?
I think
with everything?
I think we could.
I think they should. I think they probably should be given more credit. John sees some new recruits that have joined the Watch, that are joining them. And Tyrion sees that he does not look like, that he's like, what the fuck? And
because they're tied up and stuff, and now they're untying them. And
Tyrion's like, rapers. Yeah, they usually are given the option of castration or the wall. Most choose the knife. Which I think he's like half joking, but it's half probably true as well. Because like, well, I'll tell you what, you can get your balls cut off, or you can go live in solitude in the coldest place known to man for the rest of your life, doing God knows what, just trampsing through the fucking wilderness.
Yep.
Are you not impressed by your new brothers? You get a whole new family up here. Like, you should be happy, John. John just kind of mad at Tyrion because he's like pointing out the obvious to him. Is like, why do you read so much, dwarf?
Yeah. Like,
he's like, well, what do you see when you look at me?
Is this a trick question?
This is where you get like exposition, but it's actually really well done because you learn. I don't remember if they called him the Kingslayer in the first episode, but you learn it here.
Don't think they did. I don't remember if somebody said it or not.
Yeah, I can't remember, but like just learn that like Tywin was handed the king. Jon says back, he says, "Yeah, until your brother killed that king," and Tyrion looks annoyed and proud of Jon for bringing that up because he's like he like stiffens his mouth for a second, like, okay, what do I say about that? Because that's actually true, because he just kind of goes like touche.
Yeah.
But his whole point is like he has to honor his house. His brother has his sword, Tyrion has his mind. He has to sharpen his mind. That's the whole idea.
Yes.
And what's your story, bastard? Jon's like, well, if you ask me nicely, maybe I'll answer it. Like he's trying to outwit Tyrion. It's a poor battle for Jon, but he's trying because you have no name, you have no title, you're not entitled to anything, so you're going to the wall. You are going to protect us from grunkins and snarks and all of this nonsense.
Because he's read about them and he goes, they're just myths and legends and
these things are not real. You're going to a place for undesirables. You're going to a place where they throw the trash away, but they don't want it.
And you're going willingly.
In the Seven Kingdoms, and you're going willingly.
Mm-hmm.
And so did Benjen. Like,
yeah,
a lot of these North families do believe in the myth, but like Tyrion's like, you're going up there and you're kind of throwing your life away. Is what's happening.
Right.
I always liked the fact that Ned named his two oldest sons after his friends, because he named Jon after Jon Arryn, and he named Rob after Robert.
That's very true. That's actually really true. I didn't even think about that. Because, like, I never really thought about why is he named Jon. I think you're right. I think it is after Jon Arryn, because he thought of him as a father, and he taught him things. Huh.
Yeah.
All right, then.
I mean, you could make it seem like it's like a John Smith type name,
It's kind of where my brain went, always with his.
Yeah. Back in Winterfell, Maester Luwin is going over the accounts. Or trying to go over the accounts with Kat. But she doesn't want to have anything to do with it. She's like, I don't care. I don't want to go over anything. Have somebody else do it. And Rob comes in and says that he'll do all the appointments.
Yeah.
And Rob opens the window. It was just like, how long have you been sitting in here?
Maester Luwin looks at Rob like, oh, you stepping up. Like a proper lad. Like, that's kind of how he, like, looks at him. Like, he's proud of him for stepping up and doing that.
And I think that's very appropriate for the character. And in the book, he does that too. Like, Catelyn always sees him as, like, he's getting older. He's taking the reins. Like,
yes.
Oh, great. Now my oldest son is taking over Winterfell. Like, that great. Like, I can tell that thinks that he's ready for this.
Right.
You hear the wolves and the dogs all howling and stuff outside the window.
And it's driving Cat nuts.
It's driving Cat nuts, yeah. I don't know what that's supposed... If there's more symbolism to that other than just she's totally grieving and doesn't want to hear, like, the moaning. Or if there's some Starky symbolism there that I'm not picking up on.
There might be, because technically she's a Tully.
Right, that's what I'm trying to, like, figure out. If the Starks don't care if the wolves howl, but she's not a Stark, per se. I don't know. She tells Robb to close the windows. I can't take it anymore. So she says it. And Robb sees a fire in the distance. I gotta go take care of that fire. You stay here. And when she turns around from looking out the window to see the fire, there's this
creepy guy standing there.
This fucking boogeyman is in the room. Rachel, I don't want to alarm you, but there might be a boogeyman or boogeymen in the house. Like this fucking horror movie. This Rob
like,
Zombie
I know what you did last
guy.
summer. Guy is like over here gonna like stab her.
Yeah, there's this fucking guy with a hook hand and a big fisherman's. That's what he kind of looks like, though.
Yes, he does.
And he just goes, "You're not supposed to be here." And then he turns and looks at Bran and says, like, "This will be a mercy." Yeah. So he's obviously there to, like, kill him. He takes out this dagger and then struggles with Cat, and there's, like, a struggle ensues. Grabs the blade end with her hands.
Yes.
So, like, now she's, like, soaking with blood, and her hands are all getting cut in half, basically. Which I assume... And in the books, they describe it as being, like, brutal because, like, it cuts through the veins and stuff in her hand. Mm-hmm. Look at your hands, folks. Not if you're driving, but if you're in a place where you're not, look at your hands and then just see all the veins and tendons and shit in there. So, like, getting slashed or holding on to a knife while you're, like, in a struggle with someone.
Oh yeah,
you'd be doing some serious damage.
Absolutely.
Before anything can happen, though, Summer attacks the guy, leaps on him, rips the dude's throat out. Gets on the bed to protect Bran. Just goes, I expected Cat to, like, thank Summer or say, like, good boy or something to the dog or to the wolf.
It's the kind of the way she looks at it. I'm actually happy you're here. Like, instead of, like, I was just complaining
like
about
wolves.
you.
Yeah, I was just complaining about the wolves.
And now I'm really happy you're here.
Yeah. You protect my children. Yeah, the wolves protect the children.
In the book... It's Bran.
Is it?
He hangs out in the wolves.
That. He does. Because
that's where he's at. He's not really in a coma.
Himself, right, but I don't know if he's Summer. And does he do that in the book?
I couldn't remember if he was Summer at this moment protecting himself, because that's part of, like, the thing, and they couldn't really show it at this moment.
Right.
Where that's what he's doing. He's hanging out in the coma. We find that out long time in, like, the future. But in the book, I couldn't tell.
Bran does not consciously warg into his direwolf when an assassin attempts to kill him.
And that's why he's, like, stuck. Like, he's just been stuck playing wolf.
This says it's just Summer. But I think at least the internet is telling me it's just Summer. But I think that it's a fair theory. The internet is saying it was just the wolf doing it because he's protecting Bran.
Sure.
Like, maybe he's seeing
he unconsciously
it, but I don't remember
does
that.
it. I thought he saw it in the book at least. Like, he saw what was happening.
This chapter is in Catelyn's point of view. I know that.
Yeah.
So I don't think they would have gone back and talked about that in a Bran chapter. Back at the Dothraki camp, the servants are trying to pamper all of Dany's injuries because she is just brutalized from having to do all of this riding.
Yes.
In more ways than one. I've been waiting for that one. She asks them all what happened to the dragons. Dragons are gone, Khalessi.
It is
Brave
known.
men killed them.
It is known. It is known.
No dragon. Brave men killed them. It is known.
It is known.
That was a meme, right? The it is known.
It has
stuff.
to be, yeah.
And the one that seems to be more from Westeros, or at least from, like, speaks the common tongue, isn't as foreign sounding or look to them.
Yes.
The white girl. I will just say that.
Sure,
way.
that's fine.
She has the more European style of Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Says that, like, she once heard that dragons come from the moon, and the other two are like, dragons don't come from the moon.
Moon is no egg. Moon is goddess, wife of sun. It is known.
It is known.
She tells the more foreign ones to leave, and she keeps the more Westerosi one.
The Dothraki. Say the Dothraki ones. The foreign ones.
I don't know if they're
Dothraki.
Really they could be slaves.
Dothraki.
They could be slaves.
Oh, I guess you're right. They could be Dothraki slaves.
Other...
But like they're very into the Dothraki lifestyle and like into their lore and stuff. So they could have been like.
So they could be Dothraki.
Slaves as children.
Yeah.
But they're Dothraki. They're with the Dothraki at this point.
In any event, this one has a name because she comes back. She sticks around for a while.
Just a little bit.
She says that her brother, Viserys, bought her for Dany.
Yes.
But I kind of wonder if he was like... Because he does, like, sleep with this girl, too.
Yeah, Dora. But I also think he's kind of using her to get information. And
to get information.
Like, I want to make sure she's doing what she's supposed to be doing.
Dora is the name of this character. She tells Dany that she was sold by her mother when she was 9.
Yeah, that's
don't
horrible.
worry about don't worry, Khalessi. I didn't touch a man for 3 whole years.
For just 3 whole years.
And it was like, oh, okay. Well, that's fine then.
I mean, in her mind, that is how old she is. The book.
Yeah, in the book, yeah. But even,
like,
I mean, in this, she's 17.
Sure.
She says that, and she doesn't say, like, oh, don't worry about it. I had to learn first. It's not like, oh, no, it's not that I didn't touch a man because I was 9. I had to learn first from the more experienced horse.
Yep. That she did.
And Khalessi asks, like, can you teach me how to make the Khal happy? She's like, yeah. She's like, is it going to take 3 years? And Dora's like, no. Because the Khal, very simple man. Him like big Samoan wrestler, Roman Reigns. Very simple to please.
That's fair.
They get to the wall. Why are they so dirty, Rachel? Why do they look so dirty? Is it supposed to convey a sense of time passing? That all of 3 of them, between Benjen, Jon, and Tyrion,
well, I mean, they've been
so...
sleeping out in the woods, probably sleeping on the ground.
Yeah.
The snow is not, it's like only halfway there, so you're going to get all that dirt and snert or whatever covering you. And I do think it is
snorkels.
I think it does kind of like
Grimkins.
Convey some time. I mean, come on, you got to think about it.
Yeah,
you're just
I think
constantly riding a horse and you're sleeping out in the woods.
That's fair.
You're not washing.
You definitely aren't washing. I don't think that this entire show, this continent, stinky. We see the intimidating visage, though, of how gigantic the wall is here as well. Kat decides to do some investigation. She goes to the spot where Bran fell, thinking, did someone try to kill him? Obvious, like, someone tried to kill Bran.
Right.
So something is up. Something's off. So she goes back to see, like, what
like, where did he fall
here?
Mm-hmm.
Climbs the tower. I thought that for a second she thought about leaping, like the way that she stands there.
I think she was like, is this the window? I think she was just making sure is this the window? Because, like, that's where he would have fallen. That's where they found him. So this has to be where it was.
Like, how high was he when he fell?
Yeah.
And she finds what, Rachel, in the tower?
A long golden hair.
That's right. Everything comes down to hair on Game of Thrones. It comes down to hair and who loves who. That's all. She gathers those that she can trust and says that Bran was thrown from the tower. Why the fuck is Theon there, shaggy-looking ass, stupid bastard?
I don't know, because why would she trust him?
Yeah, why does she trust Theon?
Him?
Why is he there?
Come on.
I get Maester Luwin, I get Sir Roderick and Robb, but why Theon?
I don't know. I guess because maybe Robb says, but at the same time, stupid.
Bran saw something, and Theon's even like, well, what would he have seen? And she's like, I don't know. The Lannisters might be doing something here, because we already know that they might not be trustworthy. Sir Roderick is like, well, this dagger is made of Valyrian steel and dragon bone. It's like way too fancy for the fucking fisherman
for just
killer.
Some random assassin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't call him assassin. Myers. You're right. He's just some weird killer.
So they say, like, someone must have gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Maester Luwin is trying to make them all think logically, because Rob's like, well, we're going to go to fucking war. And Theon's like, yeah, let's go. Fuck, yeah. And they're like, and Maester Luwin is like, how about settle
no?
like,
like, shut up. How about no?
Rob wants to ride to King's Landing to tell Ned. Kat's like, no, a Stark needs to be at Winterfell. I'm going to go. And Sir Roderick's like, well, at least let me go with you then.
Mm-hmm.
And Maester Luwin's like, yeah, you probably need Sir Roderick to go with you.
You need someone.
She's like, all right, fine. I'm going to go. Sir Roderick's going to go with me. Rob is like, well, what about Rickon? What about Bran? And she's like, I have prayed to the Seven for more than a month. I didn't hear anything back from Starlight. So I'm just going to put it up to... Just going to hope that their Bran's life is in their hands.
You're so goofy. Is there some sort of significance that she took them to the tree to talk about it? Or is it just a place that she figured would be away from everybody else?
I think it's that. I think it's the latter.
Okay.
Where it's like, this is a quiet area. Like, this is as close to, like, a church as the Starks have.
Right.
Because it's all, like, the Godswood.
Yeah.
So I think that's why she took it there.
Okay.
Do
I didn't
you
know.
have a thought on that?
I don't know. My brain says that feels like there should be some significance to it. I'm not sure what, though.
It also feels like maybe that's where Ned would take people to talk in more secret.
Yeah.
Not unlike the garden that Cersei and company are always at in King's Landing.
Yeah. There's only a couple of these trees, right? That's kind of... Is there significance with that, too? Is it listening? Is there some...
Well... Oh,
right?
Let's cover our bases, and if the old gods can hear or something like that.
I don't know. I don't know if they know that it's listening, but I just keep thinking, like, is the tree or whatever significance...
Are you asking if the tree is literally listening?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Well, because I thought I know, like, later there's, like, more significance with it, with, like, the nature and all of that, but I would just...
They find the trees are as, like, a spiritual thing, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know if, in actuality, the trees are listening.
Okay.
I think the children of the forest make the trees, but I don't know if they're listening.
All right.
I don't know if that cat would believe in any of that.
I don't know. I'm not saying that they think the tree is listening, because it's, like, not they're, like, talking to the fucking tree. Like, they're not looking at the tree for it. It's not Grandmother Willow over here trying to give them, like, advice on life.
Maybe
I'm
it
just
fucking
asking.
should be. I believe that Catelyn should go to King's Landing. Or whatever happens in that movie.
I'm just... Listen in your heart. You know, you will understand. Anyways... I don't know. It's a weird
We're gonna have to bring
thought.
in Georgie to
We
find
don't
out
have to
the
talk
answer on
about
that
it. It was just a weird thing. I know it sometimes when I think of these things, I'm like, I'm pushing it too far. Kevin's gonna say, no, that's stupid. So it's fine.
It's fine. That's what shelf life is all about. I'm not calling anything stupid. I'm just saying.
But I don't know if I'm bringing it up too soon. Like, oh, that's kind of like more endgame stuff again. So it's like we don't really need to talk about it.
It's more endgame. I think it's even more endgame. Like Georgie's gonna have to come on and tell you if that's true or not. Like I don't think that the show would answer that question for you. So she puts another prayer wreath thing up. She kisses Bran goodbye, and I don't think ever we'll see him again. So then Dora, the servant girl, is teaching Khalessi. So yeah, this is a great scene. Right, Rachel?
Oh, don't be disgusting. Don't be weird. Don't be weird and disgusting. She's a naive girl and trying to understand how to actually have pleasure herself. Don't be disgusting. Stop it.
I had to get a lot of the themes from this one. Make sure that I understood.
Don't be one of those guys.
All of those.
Nope.
The double... meaning.
Nope.
So she's teaching Khalessi how to pleasure a man better.
Well, because it's also going to give her pleasure. The thing is,
how to have sex. She's teaching her how to have sex.
She's teaching her how to have sex so that she can actually enjoy it, and it's not just being pounded from behind.
That's right. There's more than one position, folks. So she tells Rachel hates me. So she tells Khalessi, like, oh, there's stories. I could tell you stories of a whore in somewhere that could finish a man with nothing but her eyes. And Dany is so naive and like childish. She's like, finish a man.
And she just like,
and Dora
you know
like,
what I mean.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh.
Yeah.
Girl. Yep.
I wrote in my notes, Rachel, I wrote, finally, something for the guys.
I'm not.
So you basically get softcore porn between these two women as they tell stories about the sex goddesses. Khalessi is like, Drogo's not going to like it with me on top. This is not the Dothraki way. And Dora's like, if he wanted to do it the Dothraki way, he would have married a fucking Dothraki
woman. Mm-hmm.
He married you. A Dothraki can pick up and just hump anything that moves.
Right.
Hump a horse, can hump a woman, can hump a man. They're not looking to... He's looking for something different here.
Right. He chose you. There was a choice.
Yeah.
That, and then she's also saying, like, out there, he's in charge, but in your tent, you're in charge.
Damn right. That's women empowerment right there, Rachel.
I mean, it is.
Bring out the whips and chains. We're making him.
Now it's a dominatrix. Good lord.
Oh shit! I didn't know that we were going this direction. I'll put the gag in my mouth. I guess
I'll do whatever you say.
I already don't talk a lot in this show, so that's fine. But yeah, she flips her over then, and the girl Dora's like, "Ooh,
yes.
Khalessi."
Yes.
So she's getting it though. You have to live this life. You might as well
make it pleasurable for you.
Khal Drogo comes in that night, naked as the day he was born.
Oh yeah,
we
get some Jason Momoa butt.
What a fucking day. I murdered 6 of my men just for looking at me funny. I ate an entire horse. Just feeling it.
Oh my god.
And you get just the best. You got Khalessi ass in episode 1. In this one, you get Jason Momoa ass. There it is.
Right there.
Just
the entire
full moon.
screen. Boom.
Yeah, talk about my moon and stars or whatever. There they are, right there.
Moon of my life.
He has a skinnier ass than I imagined, Rachel. I thought he'd have a fatter ass.
Fit
Big, thick ass. Well, it's fit. That's why, yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays, man, I don't have that fit of an ass anymore. It's been a while. I don't know if I can get that Khal Drogo body again. So anyway, he goes to bend her back, but she's like, no.
And he's just
and
no, that's, but come on, come on, why not?
Yeah,
this is what I want.
Come on, you know what this is by now.
And she's like, no, I want to look at you. And he's just like...
She says it in Dothraki, and he's
yes,
like...
and he's like, oh,
okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do whatever you want. Show me what you want. Let's go.
So she rides him, and then they both seem way more passionate about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, she says, the other girl, what would you say her name was? Dora?
Yeah.
She said, love starts in the eyes, so that you can actually have an intimate connection with somebody. You have to look upon his face, and so, he's just like, oh, this is way better. He's enjoying it more. She's enjoying it more. He likes that she's enjoying it.
There's much more passion here
in
the way the position that they're in, because then he even comes up, so they're kind of sitting
straddled,
grinding each other.
Yeah,
it's very weird.
Well, I think it's very intimate. I think it's way better than most of the sex scenes in the show because it's very intimate.
I understand that. I'm not disputing that. My point of it being weird is that it is weird that they fall in love this way because Dany is forced into it. So it is
sure. It is very
strange.
A gross way of having it happen, but I think
it's
allowing them to have a connection. He already thought she was gorgeous and wanted to have her. And this is just part of, the intimate connection that they can have is she's like, okay, well, if I allow myself to actually look at him and know him and understand this way of life, she starts to fall in love with it.
In a modern context, it's very, very gross. In the context of the arranged marriage and all that kind of
and having to kind of come to
marriages
terms
and
to
all
it.
that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably as good as you're
they always say
get.
there's a potential you'll fall in love with the person you're arranged with, right?
Yeah.
There's an obligation of this obligation of sex and stuff, but now she's like, okay, well, I'm going to try to see if there is a connection between us.
She's taking the thing that
she's taking power.
Is that it's giving her agency and power.
Yes.
That's what it is. She's taking control of her life.
Yes.
If she's in this position, and she has to be in this position, she is going to be in charge of how she does it. If I have to have sex with this man, I'm doing it my fucking way.
Exactly.
That's what is the empowering part of it.
Yes.
In a modern context, again, it's horrendous.
Of course it's still disgusting. Of course it's still disgusting.
But in the story, in this world, this is what gives her
It
power.
feels
She has the power of
powerful.
her between her legs. That's the
Yes.
idea.
Yeah.
The score starts to climax here. I love the score actually in this scene.
Mhm.
That Dothraki score, because it starts with the Targaryen theme, like with the eggs and everything.
Right.
But then as they're having sex, the drums start going crazy.
Mhm.
It's actually really well done because then it's like dum, 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 dum. And it's not like they're like going at a mile a minute pace. It's just
her heartbeat.
The heat keeps up. Yeah, as the heat's going, I guess that's kind of more the idea. The king's caravan is in some town. Sansa's walking lady. I love that she walks lady with a leash.
Yes, she
I think
actually
she's
has
the
like a little
only-
leash on her. Yeah. She's actually
She's
trying.
the only one, that has a leash on the dog.
Mhm.
Lady is the prettiest one as well. Like you can tell, like Lady is like, I'm Lady.
Like, she
I'm
looks
the
like a
pretty
lady.
direwolf.
Mhm.
Yeah, she looks like a lady. She runs into Ilan Payne, and the Hound is like, "Oh, don't worry about this one. He frightens me too." Because Ilan Payne is the executioner for the king, and looks like a fucking psycho.
He does look a
He's got,
little
like
scary.
his eyes like bulging out of his head and
Right.
shit.
And then so she's
So
just
the
like
Hound-
she's like, "Well, no, I didn't mean to like be mean
Yeah,
to
I didn't mean to
him."
like offend you or anything, sir.
And he just walks
Ilan
away,
Payne's kind of
like,
grunts and
whatever.
walks away, and the Hound's like, don't worry about him. He isn't very talkative since the king pulled his tongue out 20
Right.
years ago. Joffrey comes by, tries to charm her, and even though the Hound was being nice and like trying to stick up for Sansa, I've never understood the relationship between Sansa and the Hound, I'll be honest. Like, the Hound wants to protect Sansa, and I think part of it is because he knows that Joffrey is such a twerp.
Yes.
And that Sansa has to marry her, that
Yeah.
he's going to try to protect Sansa from Joffrey.
So I think yes, I think that's a part of it.
Which we don't learn until later on, I understand. But.
Right. I don't think the Hound is a disgusting man who like takes advantage of women throughout the series.
No.
He
does
tends
not.
to be very
Not ever.
honorable when it comes to women, where he is kind of protective of them.
That's kind of I think supposed to be part of the irony, because he is a knight who hates he always says, I'm not a knight. Like, he always doesn't want that title.
Right.
And but he actually has more honor than most of the other knights.
People. Yeah. Like, he doesn't give a shit about killing. That's nothing to him. But when it
he
comes
does not
to
give a fuck about
women,
life, but
he like looks at them different.
Or
Like,
the
no, I have
innocence.
like an innocent. Yeah, I have to protect this.
So Joff tells the Hound to go away and wants to take Sansa for a walk. So she leaves Lady at the camp, and
Poor
her and
lady
Joffrey
just
go
is
for
like,
a walk.
this is where I have to sit now. This is it.
Yeah, Lady's like, all right, I guess
Are
I'll
you
just sit
serious?
here. Arya is playing sword sticks with some butcher boy, and Joff is making Sansa drink a bunch of wine. Father only allows me to have a little bit at dinner. I shouldn't have any more, Joffrey. Like,
I don't know, Joffrey. So
I will.
obnoxious.
I'll give Sophie Turner a lot here because she comes off very naive.
Oh my
and
God.
annoying
Super naive and
in how
annoying.
naive she is.
Yes.
And Joff's like, no, drink some more. You're my princess. You're
You
my
can have as much as you
lady."
want.
They run into Arya. Joff taunts the butcher's boy. Oh, you think that you can play, sword sticks with
Sword
my
fights,
lady's sister
sister,
or whatever? Yeah.
Why don't you
I
fight
am
me
your
then?
prince. Because he says, like, oh, I'm sorry, my lord. I was just playing with Arya
She
here.
asked
We were
me
just
to.
playing.
She asked me to.
Yeah.
And then she goes,
He's
I am
like,
not your lord. I'm your prince.
I'm your prince. Prankster prince.
Ugh.
Micah is the name of the butcher boy, is like, it's only a stick. Arya's like, stop it, and everything, and Sansa won't do it because she's an asshole, and she's like, stay out of this, Arya. And
Right.
Arya...
Which is like, what do you mean?
Joffrey...
Like...
Yeah, I know. It makes no sense. And Joffrey, like, being sadistic is, like, poking the butcher boy with his sword.
Mm-hmm.
So Arya has enough of it, hits Joff, and then Joffrey starts swinging wildly at Arya. Nymeria, of course, was not too far away, does not like that someone is going after one of the kids, and as we saw earlier with Bran, they're going to go after them, and she bites Joff's arm.
Yeah, she's protecting.
Arya grabs Joff's sword, throws it in the river. Joffrey is cowering and runs off with Nymeria. She didn't try to injure him, she just bit him a little, is how Arya
Yes, that's how she
described it.
Mm-hmm.
And Sansa runs up to Joffrey and goes, "My poor prince, look what they've done to you." But because he is just a sniveling coward, he's like, "Go away! I don't want you to see me!" Or whatever he says.
Yeah. Like,
We
don't
get this...
pity me or something. It's something stupid.
Yeah,
he's like,
go away! This heartbreaking scene of...
I hate this whole thing. This is the worst. I'm upset.
I mean, very, very clearly, all of the direwolves die off as the Starks lose their protection or their Starkness. That's how this works.
Yeah, there's a metaphor, there's a piece. Yeah.
But this heartbreaking scene where Arya has to do a Harry and the Hendersons tour. We don't get out of here, Nymeria. We don't want you anymore.
Yeah.
Arya knows well enough that like if they catch Nymeria, they're gonna kill her for doing what
she
did to Joffrey. So she throws a rock at Nymeria, and Nymeria runs away. She looks back and doesn't want to leave.
Right.
I'm glad.
Are you sure?
I will give them this, and I'm glad that they didn't do this. They didn't add a They didn't add a whimper about
not till
her
later.
looking back.
I held
Well,
my
not till
ears
later. They needed that whimper, but they didn't do a whimper.
No,
here.
we didn't need it. I hate all of it.
There's a search party for Arya. They don't say how long this has taken. In the books, it's a few days.
Wow. It seems like it's just that afternoon.
Yeah, it seems like it was like the same night.
Yeah.
Ned is out there. I like the lighting in this where like you see all the torches, but it's like at night, so you just can't see it all.
Mm-hmm.
Ned is told by one of his guard or bannermen that they found her unarmed, and she's been taken directly before the king by the Lannisters.
Why wasn't she given to me? That is my daughter.
Well, part of it is like,
pissed.
I mean, they took her to the king. It's not like the Lannisters did something. If they took her to Robert, like, you should be a little more like,
think you'd
it's
be okay, but at the same time, you go, but why? Why did they take her to Robert? I wanted to talk to her first.
I can talk to her first.
Yeah.
They head back. Ned is pissed. Walks through the crowd and walks right up to Robert and Arya and is like, why was she not brought to me? Cersei is completely insolent in this point.
She's like, a bitch here.
She's almost happy that an incident took place where she can exercise her queendom.
Yes, and like force Robert to do things that she wants him to do.
Robert is like, can we just get this done quickly? So Arya says that Nymeria just bit him a little. And Cersei is saying that, you and that boy beat him with clubs, you set the wolves on him and everything. And Robert just is like, 7 hells, what do I make of this? Like,
they're just children. Like, I don't care what they do.
Children fight. It should be over. Like, who cares?
He wanted it to be done. He didn't even care.
He even turns and tells Joffrey, like, all right, so your story is this little pipsqueak 11-year-old girl.
You let them both get, like,
took your sword out of your fucking hands and then beat you with a stick. Like, is that what you're telling me?
Is that what you want to go with?
You are my son. I am Robert Baratheon, the king, the conqueror of Westeros, and you're going to tell me that girl, little Arya Stark.
Right.
All right. If that's what you want to go with.
Great. You're my son. Great.
What about the other one? Oh, the other one's a little fat urchin? Great. Gonna have to try again. I guess I'm gonna have to go try again, Cersei, because we have this twerp, sniveling little weasel, and then the fat kid over there that's the other one.
No, they didn't have him here.
Well, Tommen's not in this scene.
Oh, I didn't know you meant Tommen. Yeah, I guess you meant Tommen. Yeah. I kept thinking you meant the butcher's boy. He wasn't here either.
No, Tommen is a squishy PETA personified. That's what Tommen is.
He's just a little kid. Yeah.
So they're like, well, we have Sansa. Like, Sansa comes up, and because she's stupid, she's just a stupid little girl.
I don't remember. Everything happened so fast. I just don't remember.
That's a very good impression.
You're welcome.
Robert even tells her, like, it's a great crime to lie to a king. Like, tell me the truth. And Sansa says she doesn't remember. Arya's like, liar! And, like, grabs her by the hair.
Look she's crazy. She's a beast.
She's as wild as that animal of yours. You know what? To hell with this. Ned, discipline your daughters.
Your kids. I'll discipline mine.
I'm going to discipline mine, meaning, like, I'm going to beat the shit out of him for letting this happen in the first place.
Right.
But Cersei wants blood.
He knows that's not what happens.
He knows. Yeah, he knows that's not what happened.
Yep.
And that's why he's like, it's over. We're done. Children fight. It's fine.
Yes.
Cersei wants blood, though. And she says,
Cersei
what about that?
opens her goddamn damn mouth.
Because Robert gets up. He's like, I'm
leaving.
done with this. I'm
He's
leaving.
literally leaving the room. And she goes, what about the dog, wolf, or whatever?
And he's like, I forgot about the damn wolf. And one of the knights is like, there's no trace of the wolf. And Robert's like, okay, well, that's good enough for me. And Cersei's like, we have another direwolf.
What the fuck, lady?
Yeah, this makes... I mean, this
Are
is...
you
I guess,
joking?
just guilt by association. This is justice. That's Ned's whole point. Ned is like, this is not justice.
No.
This is not the king's justice. Like, you could see this happening in like a corrupt political system.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, we're not gonna throw you in jail because we don't have enough evidence, but this guy's in the same class, so we'll throw him in jail instead. Like Arya and Sansa are like,
no, lady didn't do anything. Yeah,
they both.
She wasn't even there. Yeah, especially Arya's like, she wasn't even there. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, Sansa's like crying. I love that Sansa cries, but Arya is staring, and she's not staring down Joffrey and Cersei.
She's remembering.
But you can tell she's processing.
Let me make a note for a second.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make a note that this is what you've done.
Ned says to King Robert, "Is this your command?
Yeah,
your grace."
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna do it if you have to tell me you're forcing me to kill her direwolf.
You're forcing me to kill an innocent.
Yeah, it's more that. An innocent. Yeah.
Because he's
says,
like, I'm calling you out on your bullshit, Rob. Like, that's literally what he's doing. Because that's what he's been doing with like the Targaryen girl and stuff too. It's like you've been telling me that we're gonna kill innocent people, and now you're killing another innocent.
Yeah, I think that's actually right about that, Rachel. It's the link there with the Targaryen with wanting to kill Dany. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Robert says, "Get her a dog. A direwolf is not a good pet." So Ned says that he'll do it. She belongs to the North. Should be someone from the North. It should be me.
Yeah.
And it goes back to the first episode of Ned saying that whoever gives the order should be the one to do it.
Which it should be Rob then.
And I think that's kind of what you're saying too.
Like, everybody else do your damn dirty work. Are you going to do this? Because this is an innocent person that you want to kill now.
I think that's what Ned is implying as well. Like, you're letting everybody do your fucking dirty work.
Blood on your hands, Robert.
This is all the cruelty of the Lannisters on display.
Absolutely.
And as Ned leaves, he sees that the butcher's boy is dead on a horse. The hound rode him down.
Like,
he ran
him over.
Fast. Yeah, I think like ran him over.
The horse. Because he's like beaten to hell. You can see like all the scratch marks and stuff on his body.
And then in a scene which I know Rachel hated.
No, I didn't watch. I did. Well, I wasn't listening. I muted it because
is chained up. Ned goes to her, pets her.
This made me cry the first time.
She did nothing wrong, but of course she is the first symbol of the betrayal of the Starks. And Ned gets ready to commit this offense against nature as he sees it.
Absolutely.
Bran it cuts between this and Bran laying in bed. And he kills Lady. Once he does, Bran opens his eyes. And that's the end of the episode.
Yep.
I wonder if Bran's going to be important to this entire story, considering the first two episodes end with him falling out of the tower and then him opening his eyes. Can't imagine that something will happen with him by the end. Even if I don't like it, it's set up.
It's set up.
And that is the end of the Kingsroad. So we got 2 episodes where at the end of both, something terrible happens to the Starks. I wonder if that'll keep up too. Rachel, what are your final thoughts about the Kingsroad?
There's so much that happens in this.
In like every episode, yeah.
It's just, there's just always so much that's going on. We have a person finding her own power, tragedies happening upon a family over and over again. We see brutality in different families here. The going along with the brutality of Robert. I guess he is also brutal himself because he wants to,
he's a warrior.
He's a warrior and he wants to kill his enemies. And even a young girl who just got married to a Dothraki, he sees as a threat and wants to kill her as well. So, I mean, like, you're seeing so much character just building in both in this one and in the last one, but especially in this one as well, just to see how they all react to a situation. And so it's kind of crazy just like to have all of that happening in just like one episode. It's a lot, but it's good. It builds it up. It gives us more, right?
How brutal the world is.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Because then we learn like, oh, the wall, that's not technically a really an honorable position anymore. It's just kind of where they throw people. We find that out too.
I didn't think that this episode was as strong as the pilot, but it gets the ball rolling in a lot of ways, showing the cruelty of the Lannisters. It does start to paint them in a much worse light,
right?
That kind of thing. You start to understand that there are antagonists, protagonists, even if there's a lot of gray area in all of these characters. There's a lot of moralistic gray, but a lot of the relationships start, and the pairing off, of course, is really well done too, with Jon and Tyrion and Ned and Robert having their picnic. I really enjoy that as well. Just a lot of the interactions that some of these characters have works for me. But I didn't think it was as strong as the pilot, but it's still good. Just showing really the message that it sent home to me was just how fucking stubborn every character is in this show.
Very true.
Like stubbornness is a problem in this show. The thing to take away from this is prideful, is to be less stubborn, less prideful. You really need to challenge each other, challenge yourself, be open-minded. And in this type of world, you didn't have that. I think when you look back at the medievalness of the serfdom of those times and people wanting to go back to a simpler time, making things great again, I think that if you were to really look at it, being a little more open-minded and not being so stubborn and open to other people's thoughts is probably the way that you end up with progress more than this type of world, which has been around for thousands of years and doesn't seem to be making a lot of progress. That's all I'll say there. But yeah, that was the Kingsroad, the second episode of Game of Thrones, and I'm just kind of looking at the time here, and I do believe, Rachel, speaking of pride, that we have a little more 7 on 7 on 7 coming up, so we might have to take a break here from Westeros. I mean, we could stop at one of these inns. I can go find a brothel.
I guess you could. I'll go find a bard to give a coin to. So our watch gets paused, I suppose, right now.
And now our watch is paused.
Yes.
But I mean, it has been a while, but I mean, that is it. So like, we've gone through 2 episodes of Game of Thrones. We have 8 more episodes left in season 1. I can't wait to find out what happens to all of our wonderful characters. I'm so excited.
I have favorites already. I can't wait to see what happens to them.
I assume that more terrible things won't happen and won't befall our characters here.
Yeah, these had to be just the catalysts, right? Yeah.
Yeah, cooler heads will prevail, obviously. Like, there won't be more terrible misunderstandings or anything like that. So, until next time, I have been Kevin.
And I've been Lady Rachel.
Oh, you're right. I forgot to do my bit. I'm Maester Kevin.
And I'm Lady Rachel.
And this has been Shelf Life. We will see you next time here in the 7 Kingdoms.
Or like Shelf Life. This is
Shelf Life. This is Shelf Life.
Cross it off.
Cross it off the list.
The list is long. It's also floppy.
All the walkthroughs.
Close the door.
Close the door!
Will you close the fucking